I'm George Lucas. You are Star Wars. One day I try to get David Lynch to direct a Star Wars, but he said no. Let's start the show.
I always admired George.
Please welcome retired filmmaker George Lucas.
Does the thing that you were working on work?
No, it's only up to 47%. I'm furious.
So then we're gonna have to do what I did.
And you know the thing is, what it was meant to be. I want Watto on this to hash this out with you. Do we have? Yeah, I want Watto on this to hash this out.
Okay, bring him on.
I want Watto here. I want Watto here because I'm going to explain it because I feel like we have to be honest with our viewers.
Go ahead.
What?
What?
Wait, no, Patrick, I didn't hear the last thing you said. You got cut off. What?
I said we might not be done with guests, Watto.
No, I mean the last thing you said on the last stream.
I don't remember what else I said, Watto.
Oh, no, I think that's what you said. Okay.
Yeah.
I just tweeted out a link.
Well, here's the thing. And Watto, I'm going to explain this.
Watto,
right.
go download the link that I just tweeted out, and then everyone else can go look at it.
All right.
Wait a second.
I hope it works.
Is this some trick for you to get more followers?
No, it's not. But if anyone wants to, go for it. Did we see this piece of fan art from Mike Lau?
I like it.
Great.
That's pretty good.
Okay, I see this link.
Just grab it, and we'll.
I'll see if it'll let me.
George, here's what it is. Let's say this. We wanted to really find the connection between Lucas and Lynch.
We've already found it.
But there's more. There's more.
Is there? I feel like we've covered everything.
There's more.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the real center of the connection is
one
the time
DVR
that
that was your fan art. It rules. We love it. Okay, go ahead, George.
my asking David to direct Return of the Jedi and him saying no,
Yeah.
and then him making Dune.
Yes.
That's really there are many other connections, but that's the beating heart of it right there, is that no, and then him going off and making, a big science fiction fantasy movie anyway.
Yeah.
And so I said to Patrick, we should watch we should watch something special that celebrates the link between these films. And I said, maybe we could watch Return of the Jedi backwards at the same time as we watch Dune. And then Patrick made Dune backwards with Return of the Jedi going forwards. Which makes no sense. It makes no sense, Patrick. That makes no sense, because he made Dune. He didn't make it backwards. He would have made Return of the Jedi backwards. And so I spent all day trying to render and upload, and we didn't have enough time, because I didn't find this out until an hour and a half before the show.
Listen, the hour and a half before the show were a Wild West time that we were all trying to get figured out. Okay, George?
That's right.
Why? Did anything else happen?
Well, David Prowse died.
Oh, right. You were laughing.
We're asking if we have subtitles for both movies. The answer is no. There's no
that's not what this is about. If you want subtitles, go watch either of these movies. The experience is to watch these two things. I wonder whether I'll even be able to. Whether I'll be able to experience this, but
we'll find out. I hope so.
And we have, but there's more to experience. There's more to experience. But Patrick, this is affecting me in strange ways, and I don't know.
Yeah. Why is that?
About this?
You sound very defeated, George.
I just feel this does something to me. It truly does.
What?
It looks like it might be letting me watch it.
That's good.
Maybe I got it here, but we haven't started watching yet, right?
No,
we haven't
started.
I'm just going to see.
If I got it here.
We're not going to for a few
Might
minutes.
let
We're
me.
going to let people breathe for a few seconds. George, why is it affecting you in strange ways, George?
Yeah, talk us through this, George. George. Weird. It's
wait,
like
George?
it's a current.
If George isn't doing well, I think that maybe means he needs a fundraiser push. Guys, if you want to donate, you can either donate directly to the David Lynch Foundation and email it to us, or you can donate to bit.ly/GLTSgives, and that will go 100% to Feeding America.
And if you donate $100, you get the Patrick kiss in the mail. George, what kind of strange magic has befallen you?
I feel strange.
Why?
I feel strange. I want to hold it together, Patrick, because I feel like we have another guest at some point, don't we?
That's true. We do. We got a few minutes.
And I want to hold it together. But I don't feel like things are fine.
What?
Sharpling, what do you want for $500? What do you think, George?
Sharpling, what do you want for $500?
What do you want for $500?
Sharpling,
what do you want? What do you want for $500? Sharpling, what do you want for $500?
What do you want for $500?
What do you want? What do you want?
People are saying the link is already dead. I'm not sure what to tell you. It was the only way to do this. I apologize that it said Dune is on HBO Max, Return of the Jedi on Disney Plus. If you got more than one screen, you can always sync it up.
Don't have ways of watching those things more than once, Patrick. What you have done here tonight, will never be forgotten.
I just want to underline
excellent work.
What you're
producing.
Your announcement, Patrick, is that the link to the incorrect video is now dead.
Oh, I listened to his laughing just at the mere mention of something dying.
I know, he loves a dead link. It's the funniest link to him.
Here's the thing. In 1 hour and 36 minutes, my version of it will be on YouTube once it's processed.
It's going to be on YouTube, George?
Yes.
It's going to get pulled immediately, George.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Because they won't know what it is.
Look, I feel like tensions are getting high here. Zenwato wants to mediate. Zenwato wants to find a peace.
Yeah. Okay, let's find a peace.
George, how can we make this right? Pretend I am Lord Senteka. I want to begin to make things right. George.
I'm going to hold it together because we have another guest. But after that,
we got a little bit, George.
George, you can't make it.
We got a little bit.
George, how do I make you happy? You are my friend. How do I help you find an inner peace?
For $500, Sharpling is saying he wants me to do the "Why didn't I have sex with my son" monologue from Happiness. I don't know what that is. If someone, Sharpling, you've got my info. If you send it to me, I'll do it.
With Dylan Baker from Radioland Murders, that's a great pull.
Yeah, good pull.
It's a great pull. That's a great Radioland pull.
Isn't it wild that Rosemary Clooney was in Radioland Murders and she was one of the only people allowed on the set of On the Air?
Pretty wild. The connections run deep. They run deep.
Yeah. Wow. George, what do you want to talk about, George? Let's talk.
What do I want to talk about, Patrick?
Yeah, it seems like things are going a little rough for you, and I just want to talk.
George.
I don't feel right. Pat?
Hat?
Patrick Cotnar.
Oh no.
Patrick.
Oh no. I didn't think this would happen. Would happen.
Patrick, is it you?
What's happening?
Is what me?
Patrick, I want to talk to you about how the stream is going.
Okay, yeah, let's talk, man. What's going on?
I don't feel it's peachy keen.
Oh no.
Oh,
some of the things that have been happening.
Is this David speaking?
Who are we talking to right now?
Kale, you're talking to Patrick.
That's not me. I'm not Kale. I'm Patrick.
You're Kale talking. This is David talking to you, Kale.
Yeah.
The link is dead, Kale.
Oh no.
It's dead. Wrapped in plastic.
Oh,
we have achieved LucasLynch. Somehow, David Lynch has possessed the body of George Lucas.
Patrick, I do feel as though you've done a real fine job on the show overall.
Okay. That's what I like to hear.
You booked good guests.
Yeah.
I think it was a real fun show up to a point.
Which point?
The point where you posted a dead link, Pat.
To be fair, I don't think it was dead. I think just too many people were going at the same time to try to get it.
That's the cause of death, Kale.
David, this is Watto speaking.
Hello, Watto. How are you?
I'm doing well. Long time no see. David, can I ask how you have come to possess the body of our friend George?
I think something went wrong
What?
with the stream.
Hey, George, I do want to say a lot of people, sorry, David, a lot of people in the comments are saying the link is working fine. So this might be a George issue.
If the link is fine, then why are you laughing?
If the link is fine, then why do we have the main symptom of death, the laughter of Patrick Cotnar, on display? And even if the link wasn't dead, it's an incorrect cut of the film.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the kind of cut that would encourage David Lynch to take his name off of the movie and replace it with an Alan Smithy.
That's fair. I get it. Listen, David, I get it. Okay.
Kale, I don't want to hear excuses.
No excuses, Kale.
Kale,
Yeah, David.
I think maybe this is because you're sleepy and you want to take a nap.
Maybe.
How was your snack? How was your snack, Kale?
It was okay. It was a little soggy's not the right word, but like I wanted a little bit crisper. The problem,
the bread was too soggy, and the condensation from the French fries made them not crisp the way you like it.
Yeah. Or JEDI.
I hear you.
Yeah. I get it. It was fine. It was fine overall. I don't know. I'm sorry. A lot of people, David, saying the link is working fine. So maybe try it on your phone.
Patrick, I am surprised by how casually you are taking the revelation that our buddy George is now swapped.
Yeah,
with
at this point, anything seems possible, Watto, you know?
What? This is a stunning occurrence. David.
Yeah. David, come back.
David,
come back, David.
David.
He's gone.
Maybe because you are so nonchalant.
You think I was too nonchalant and he just got bored?
Yes. That is exactly what I think.
How do you think we get George back?
I don't know. Maybe you should be. This is what I'm talking about. Maybe you should start getting invested in the stakes of this situation.
Yeah. Oh, shoot. People in the comments are saying good George is trapped in the lodge. Write this down.
Well, this is the problem. We could ask him questions like this if you hadn't scared them away with your nonchalance.
David,
you're
about to reveal the ranch to us. I don't know if you want to do that, David.
David. Okay. Patrick, let me take the lead on this because your nonchalance scares him.
I'll leave.
David?
Yes, Watto.
Hi, David. I want to dig into this situation.
Hello, Watto.
I am alarmed by the body swap that has happened here. I want to figure out why. David, what were you doing the moment before you found yourself in George's body?
I was painting using a small stick on a rock that I had found on a walk that I had gone on a few evenings ago. I found the stick several months ago, and I was saving it. And I dipped it in some paint and painted the rock with the stick. And then I felt something was wrong. I sensed something, Watto.
David, were you in your home when this happened?
I was in my home. I'm still there.
Well, it seems like you're at Skywalker Ranch now in George's body. I'm trying to figure out, is George perhaps in your body?
It could be. I don't know. I think it's possible that I'm in two places at once, Watto.
You feel that you are at your home and at Skywalker Ranch at the same time. You can feel that.
I feel split, Watto.
And where is George? Where
He's making
is
a movie.
George? He's retired. He would never do such a thing.
David, can you tell us about the movie at all?
What do you see, David? What is the movie?
He's making a movie about a car that goes very fast.
Well, that sounds like George.
And the car's name.
Wait.
The car has a name. Zippo. Name for its speed. No one will ever see this film, Kale.
Hale, you got to stop being so nonchalant.
I'm upset, Watto. This is how I show emotion, by being holding it in. I'm not capable of sharing it outwardly. And you know what?
He said that George was making a movie, and you went.
No, I'm mad that we weren't invited to be a part of it.
He said, "Sounds like him."
Well, it's about.
And then he tells you the story of Zippo, and you sit there on your phone.
Well, Watto, I'll tell you why. It's because it said internet connection unstable, and I thought I was going to have to go to second unit again.
I just feel like I am zen this week. David is stuck in George's body. George is displaced. You got to get in.
David, can we talk to George? Because here's what I'm going to say, David. We have a guest coming up, and I sort of would love to have George here. Is that a possible? Can we
George
go back?
would love to be here for the guest.
Oh, okay, good.
George would love to be here for the guest, Kale, but you're making it very difficult for him.
Yeah.
George,
because
David,
of the nonchalance.
David, Watto, can I ask a question? Can we start the movie now and keep talking about this?
Start what? Start the Dune or Return of the Jedi?
Yes.
I didn't know we were actually doing that.
Oh, I believe we are. It's working for almost everybody.
All right. How do we do this? I have it on George's iPad.
Yeah. George, we're all going to press play at the same time.
What are those red and green eyeballs on your screen, Kale?
Oh, David, we got a lot to explain to you, buddy. All right,
it looks like a forehead of zeros.
It does look like a forehead of zeros. Let's press play and we'll talk about this some more, David. All right, here we go. One.
All right, tell me when.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, we're counting how many times we're going to count.
Oh my gosh. I hope you.
So we're starting a 2-hour and 16-minute movie now.
Yeah.
We can end this at any point, Watto. It doesn't matter. It's the wrong cut anyway.
That is true.
But I feel like if this doesn't end in the next 30 seconds, I could see it going on for hours.
I don't disagree.
Patrick, do you have a pencil or a pen nearby?
George, anyone who's asking for the link, I just tweeted it out. It's my most recent tweet. Do I have a pencil or a pen nearby? Yes, George, I do.
I also don't.
What?
Will you do me a favor, Kale?
Yes, George, what?
Not George, David.
David, yes, David, what?
I'd love to see you draw those zeros on your forehead the way it is on your little friend behind you.
Say that one more time, David.
You got to draw the zeros.
Never mind, Patrick. That's okay.
George, that's a stretch goal. And also, I grabbed a Sharpie. I'd have to go grab a pen.
Well, let's look at this. The goal.
I don't mind. Can you make your left eye look like the red eye on the? If you close your eyelid and Put a little red on it. Do you have any ketchup?
I do have some ketchup, David, but I'm not going to do that.
You have anything green?
Do I have anything green? I'm sure I do.
That you could rub on your face?
Yep. Let me add up these totals for you, David. Hang on 1 second.
Watto.
Yes.
Can I just have Watto on the screen with me for a second?
Please.
Yep. Someone can bring.
Watto.
David.
Cale keeps calling me George. I'm concerned.
He's not a very good producer.
Is everything all right with him?
No, there are many issues.
Well, Watto, that can't be true. The first half of this, I was watching. It was going very well. Everyone seemed to be having a great time.
Look, it's honestly a lot of, scotch tape and rubber bands and bubble gum holding this whole enterprise together. The guy's obsessed with death. It makes him laugh. He can't stop slipping away for naps and snacks. And frankly, his nonchalance is pretty worrying to even Zen Watto.
All right. I think we need to perhaps have an intervention of sorts.
I agree. And I think that if we hit $3,250, Patrick needs to draw
That's too low.
6 zeros on his forehead.
Yeah.
And then a pause button over one eye and a clear button over the other eye.
Deal. After all of our guests have gone home for the night, I will absolutely do that.
After? That's not how stretch goals work. People want to see the thing happen.
Then the number needs to be higher, Watto.
$4,000.
$4,000. Yeah.
$4,000, Patrick. I'm sorry. Producer Cale will make his face look like the screen.
Hi, yes.
I was saying your name. You keep calling me George.
I'm very sorry about that, David. You look like a friend of mine.
Who's that?
Do you know? Well, you do know him because you turned him down. Retired filmmaker George Lucas.
Patrick, I've been watching the show, Cale.
Oh, that's great.
Been watching the show.
Thank you. It's always nice to meet
You don't
a
need
fan.
to explain that to me.
Thank you so much.
Patrick, don't take this the wrong way. You're a messy little bitch who lives for the drama.
It has been said.
Many times, many ways. Yep. I know.
Merry
Messy
Christmas
to you.
Merry Christmas to me.
I said messy bitch.
Messy bitchmas to you.
Mm-hmm.
Messy bitchmas.
Sharpling says I need to write a rat on
Cale?
my forehead. Yes, David.
Come on, get with it, buddy.
I caught myself. I will say, these movies are syncing up better than I thought they would.
Cale, did you have a question? Or David, do you have a question for Cale?
Hey, Watto. I'm going to talk to you for a second. You got to get his name right, man.
I got your name wrong. I got his name right. I know who I'm talking to. There he's in.
Help.
David.
Welcome. Oh.
David.
David, we know. David, you're back. David, you're gone. David.
David.
StreamYard is new for you, David.
David.
Wait, Watto, let's like pop out of frame and then pop in and say, oh, he's back.
David.
David.
It's not
Who is
David.
this?
What?
Who is this?
What?
Who is this?
It was George, but you didn't recognize him, so he went away again.
No!
Cale!
Bring back George!
Well, this is the passion
I
we
did
need
what
to
you
bring
wanted.
back
I
to-
brought him back.
David, I'm so sorry. David,
I brought him
God,
back for you,
David.
Cale.
Oh, David, I miss my George.
I brought him back for you, Cale.
Bring him back to me, David.
This is the passion.
I tried my best. Now he's gone. He's making another movie.
Oh,
Another one. He's supposed to be retired.
he has to come back, David. Bring him back. This is his show. We'll bring you back later, David.
Did you just kick him off the stream?
I didn't touch it.
George!
Hey, Patrick.
Hi, George. It's so good to see you.
George, more excitement!
Hurry, George.
Patrick!
George, show us some more excitement.
No, he's showing excitement.
What do you mean
Patrick,
I'm thrilled?
stop
Good
being
to be
so
back.
nonchalant about our friend George returning.
Patrick, I am showing excitement. I am showing excitement.
George, where'd you go, George?
Patrick.
I can't believe you blew it again, Kale.
Kale! You got to stop doing this
Kale.
blase, too cool for it.
You scared him away, Kale.
David,
You immediately started criticizing him. He felt like it was the prequels all over again.
Do you want me to just not talk to him, David?
You have to be kinder to George.
Okay, bring George back. Bring George back.
Kind
Wow,
and
those are your only
enthusiastic.
two options. Either nitpick him to heck or don't speak to him at all.
Unbelievable.
I guess you are the living embodiment of if you can't say something nice, don't say anything at all, huh?
Please
Yes.
bring him back, David. I want
He's
to talk to him.
also the face of late stage capitalism.
I'm not in control of this.
David?
I'm not in this control of this.
Hey,
I'm not
buddy.
in control of this.
Us neither.
Yes.
Us neither.
Hale, you got to be on point, okay? None of these slow response times. You have to be ready.
I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back. I miss him so much.
Well, you better show some positive enthusiasm when he returns. That's all I'm going to say. You can't mess this up again.
I can't.
You got to retire this James Dean act. I said retire it. Don't do it.
Great. No, that was the last time.
We got to get George back.
I hope George comes back because, like,
It's not the David Lynch talk show.
no, it's the George Lucas talk show. George?
George,
George, is this
Hello.
you?
Hi, Patrick. Yeah, of course it's me.
George, I'm
Hi.
so happy you're back. We missed you so much. We were talking about
Hi,
how much
Watto.
we missed you.
my friend George, I love you
Oh,
so
that's
much.
nice. I love you too, Watto. I love you so much.
George,
What
what have
having
you?
a good day, Watto?
I'm having a pretty good day. I'm feeling very zen.
I was being very zen.
Patrick, how's your day going?
My day's going okay. I'm a little stressed out, George.
Why?
Well,
Why are
you
you
know,
stressed out? Haven't got a care in the world. You've already injected yourself with your diabetes medicine, right?
yeah, I did, George.
So your big worry is taken care of.
Yes.
That's true.
What
The
is
big
still
D's
at
not gonna
stake
take
for
you
you?
today.
I guess that's
What-
true.
What's
George-
still at stake?
What battles do you have left to fight today, Patrick?
I just got to get through. Got to help push this stream through the next little while. I want to make sure it's the best stream we can do. George, is that okay?
Patrick, it seems
I
as
don't
if
like the way
people.
you talked about the stream like it was poo-poo.
George, we have a guest. Can I bring them in?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Watto, can I bring our guest in?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Got
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
Guys, you all thought we were done with guests, but guess what? We're not.
Well, I didn't. I mean, about 45
Guess what?
minutes ago, you said there's probably another guest. What?
Yeah, that's true. You know our guest. He was in 4 episodes of Twin Peaks: The Return as Detective Smiley Fusco. Please welcome Eric Edelstein to the show.
Eric.
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 How are you?
Hello.
Hello,
Hi.
Eric.
Amazing to be here. So good to meet
Amazing to
you.
have you, Eric.
Hi. So good to meet you, Watto.
It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's all mine, truly.
Oh, well, hey.
It's a pleasure. Now, I noticed there's a work of art on the wall behind you. Is that? Did you do that, or is that something you acquired?
It's something my wife acquired on Etsy, sir. It's a Willie Nelson wood carving.
That's a good one.
I
Oh, that's
feel good
great.
about it.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
It's really very nice.
Now,
Lots of
Eric,
respect. I like how much respect you're showing for the institution of the George Lucas talk show, Eric.
I'm playing it very casual, but Star Wars absolutely changed my life. It was the first movie I ever saw in a theater when it was re-released, and I'm humbled and honored to be here, sir.
Wow.
Well,
in 97. That was the first movie you saw in 1997.
No, I wish. No, my life would be a lot better if I had seen it before. No, I believe it was re-released in 1981.
Sure.
And yeah, I vividly remember it. And I had Star Wars wallpaper, and my parents were very set on, when I wanted them at age 8, my dad was firm that you're going to have it forever. So the movies are all so important to me, but when I wanted to take it down at age 16, sorry, he made me keep it up. He said I gave my word as a youth. So, and it's still up, sir, in Vancouver, Washington.
Wow.
Oh, wow. You're a man of your word. That's a very honorable decision. You even though you were tempted, but you stuck by it. That's a hero's journey.
I didn't go to the dark side, sir.
Oh, that's so good.
I love this sword business.
But you can feel free to call me George and then say sir after that if you want.
That sounds great, George, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's great. I love it. I love how it sounds.
You're the classiest we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll call you sir. Would you rather me call you sir or call you Eric?
Eric is great. I don't think I've earned a sir from you yet, but let's check in at the end of the show.
Yeah, then I can.
All right, we'll see. I'll be keeping track. We're so glad to have you on this occasion, where we're celebrating not just my work, but also the work of Mr. David Lynch, which you are now a part of that legacy. You're part of the master's work.
Yeah. I can't believe it. I watched every episode of Twin Peaks at age 12 on the couch with my mom. And when I first got the audition for Twin Peaks, I was kind of floored. And I don't know how you do your audition, sir, but the way David Lynch does it is there's no prepared material. So you just drive out to this industrial area in the valley that looks like a David Lynch audition area. And they just interview you live on camera. And so it's Joanna Ray, the iconic casting director, and he's trying to keep you on edge and trying to make you awkward to see how you can handle it. So she's like, "Do you know why you're in here, Eric?" I was like, Twin Peaks. She's like, "And what do you think of that?" Just trying to keep it casual. And Mr. Lucas, thank God I laughed in my audition, because you can actually see it on episode 7, on disc 7 of the Twin Peaks: The Return. That laugh burrowed in his head. So he's going like this and just trying to, like, something's really bothering him. And then he turns to Mark Frost and Sabrina Sutton and says, "Could there be 3 detectives?" And they both, thank God, immediately went, "Yeah." And he went, "Okay, I think I want to hire that big guy with that laugh." And then you just see him describing the character. He's a fool, but he's also an ace detective. And he's able to solve it. And it was magical, and I could not believe it. And then I got a packet sent to my house that said, "You're not in this script, but rest assured David is writing a part for you."
Wow. And
I would show up on set, and he would just give me little lines or laughs, and he would direct my laugh in there like a musical note. So he'd say, "Okay, I just kind of want 2, and then I want you to suppress the 3rd. So I go, "Okay, that's perfect, detective." And then it was the most magical thing ever, and I pinch myself all the time, and he was on that list of people that I just kind of hoped one day I'd be able to work with, just like yourself, sir. And I can't believe it got to work out.
And now this is both of them. You're getting number 2 right now.
No, this is we, as David would say, we live inside a dream.
Yeah. Well, and you're also part of the legacy of my buddy Steve, because he produced, of course, the Jurassic World that series continuing, and you're part of my buddy Steve's universe as well.
I had a Dennis Nedry Pog that I put inside my driver's license, so when I showed my ID, it looked like I was Dennis Nedry when I was 16. And then to get eaten by a dinosaur, I'm just always like, I'm just playing with house money here. I can't really believe how all this worked out.
Yeah.
You're setting them up and knocking them down. You're just burrowing your way into all the major works of modern culture.
I'm sure trying.
I mean, you also played L. Ron Hubbard. So you're hitting all the big ones.
Well, that's one of those where you get to set and you just kind of, I know where I am in the Hollywood pecking order, and I knew this part was a little bit more than I'm usually offered, fame-wise, and then I realized, oh yeah, no one else wanted to play him. They're very smart.
That makes sense.
So yeah, I think I've had a couple of gigs go by the wayside because having L. Ron Hubbard on my IMDb, but it was
really.
Sure.
Yeah, for sure, Watto. I don't know if you've ever been down that road, but that's a very real thing.
No, Watto tries to stay away from problematic areas. Have you ever seen like unmarked vans parked outside your house Have you ever had sort of like face-to-face encounters with Scientologists, or is it just you feel like people going, nah, in casting rooms?
I had an assistant accidentally blurt out too much because I was on hold for a part. And then she said, "Did you play L. Ron Hubbard?" And they're already doing like the fitting level. I'm like, yeah, on Drunk History, but and then my argument was like, it's all fact checked.
Yeah.
Somehow, and then soon after, and then I follow like, what did having L. Ron Hubbard? Oh no, nothing. I'm a fan of the show. I'm like, you didn't know the show. So I've had a couple little weird things like that, but no vans, Watto. But I think that's, if they're really good, maybe you don't see them. But I know they go both routes where sometimes they want you to see them.
Right. Sometimes they're sneaky, and sometimes they're very much annoying in your face, being like, I'm here, you see me, you know?
I think they did a shadow thing and maybe just tweaking my dream a little bit, making it a little bit harder. But, it was still so fun to do. And all that is a true story with Jack Parsons and L. Ron, and it's hysterical. So I think I would still have to do it again tomorrow if asked.
That's great. I mean, that's kind of that's the ideal. That's the ideal thing that you want. If you
and I've done 4 drunk histories in being drunk, and it's a lot easier and a lot more fun to do the reenactments because you turn into a drunken toddler, and they make you look so much cooler on camera.
Yeah. How do they? This is a question I've always had watching Drunk History, and this is not what I expect to talk about. But
please,
let's talk about it. How do they get the audio so clean at some points? Where I'm like, it doesn't seem like you would be able to say the words that well. I don't know if this is a real question or even a good question, but like, what is the editing process for you? How long do you talk versus what the story?
It's a great question because a lot of what you hear, the cleaner audio is the first version they take you through where you're maybe 3 drinks in.
Oh, okay.
So the ones you hear where you make more sense, that's the first couple takes. So you're basically telling Derek the story 4 or 5 times. Wow. And a lot of times the meat and bones skeleton of the story is those first couple times. Then they pepper in with when you're absolutely toddler level drunk and crying and asking for your dog. That kind of gets peppered in as seasoning.
That's when they cut the video, right?
You get it, man. You get it. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Right. It's basically like how when you're filming actors, you can take a face from one take and a body from another, and you can just cobble together a performance.
The world is your ADR, sir. I support everything you've done in that respect.
Now, here's a serious question, Eric. As you said, you did it multiple times as a storyteller, right? Do you go into it the first time? Because I've sat on the couch and thought about this. Like, what if I were to do a drunk history? Do you go into it thinking like, I'm going to come off well. All these other people get too drunk, they embarrass themselves. I'm going to maintain some composure. Or do you just know you're fucked?
I think you know you're fucked, and I think Derek has said every single person texts him or calls him the next morning apologizing. You think you're so bad because it's, we're all actors or directors or whatever, and we like control, and it's the ultimate trust exercise. And by the end, you're so far out of control. If you've done it right, you don't believe it. You don't remember it. Yeah. So it's a terrifying thing to kind of come to the next morning and be like, I don't remember what I did, but I remember the end, it got weird and I was yelling about Elvis and I know it wasn't good. So then it really becomes, they just make you look so much cooler with the theater. Believe it or not, that is the most heightened, most charming version of us there is. The stuff you don't see is just 6 hours of garbage. I told my dog's origin story one time. It makes no sense, but they make you look so much cooler. But every single time, and I was in the first episode.
Yeah,
I'd said no to doing the web series a couple times. Then they're like, if you don't do Elvis, we're going to have somebody else do Elvis. And I'm a huge Elvis nut. So I agreed to do Elvis. And it was kind of uncharted territory. And boy, it's terrifying. You don't get to see it until it airs on TV. And then thankfully, once you see it, you're like, oh, they made me look so much cooler than I really am.
What's it like, though, going back? Like, you've done it once already. You know how drunk you got. You've gone through the whole cycle. They ask you to do it again. Mentally, are you in a sort of different sort of setting going into the second time, having been through the ring?
Yeah.
Do you feel more freed or do you feel more scared?
I think more free. And then also at the end of the day, you're like realizing that you're going to get paid $1,000 to get drunk in your own home.
I know.
If the only time I screwed up, and I can say this here, is I took an edible one time, and it did not end up well. And I told a story that you will not ever see on Drunk History because it didn't make it in. I was supposed to do 2 in one day. I was supposed to do Navajo Code Talkers. Oh, wow. And the edible did not work well. So then they eventually put in the Edelstein rule of no weed. No weed, no weed. So, yeah, that was some hubris on my part. And it'll never happen again, sir.
Eric, a question we like to ask a lot of our guests is, it's 2020 right now, and a lot of these Zoom reunions.
Hey, don't rub it in. Don't rub it in, Patrick.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that it's still 2020.
Way too soon. Way too soon. It's still happening.
Yeah, we're almost done though. But
don't remind me.
A lot of shows and movies are catching up with old characters, and they want to know where the characters are today in this world. And I want to know, where is special effects guy from Joey today?
Oh boy.
Yeah, because the industry has changed so much since the 90s in terms of, the principles are still the same, but
Joey was 2005.
Yeah, 2005.
2005.
Yeah, things are. We're in a different world than 2005 in terms of what you can do and how fast and how good you can make it work.
Right, things were still primarily shot on film. I mean, your FX guy now would be working in an entirely digital pipeline.
Yeah, but he'd be able to put somebody else's head on somebody else's body if asked. He'd be able to add a gun or take out a gun, add a dance scene. He's an adjuster. I think he'd be okay. I will say the amazing thing with that job was I was a lot heavier back then. And when it aired, I looked easily 80 pounds lighter. And I think they had a special camera for Joey. For real. To make... Yeah, it was pretty amazing. And I was like, wow, this is really, that was playing special effects guys where I really learned about special effects. Is like, man, you can really use the system and not have to work out at all. Joey's they got a camera that makes him look thinner.
You think they just had some funhouse lenses on those cameras?
Yep. Yeah. And he was the first one ever that when I tried to stand near him, because I'm very tall.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot of jobs because I'm tall. And that was the first time I showed up. And he was very nice. He was like, whoa. Don't stand so close. And I moved like 4 feet away. He's like, further away. So when it aired, I'm like 10 feet from him, and I looked very thin. It was movie magic at its finest.
Right. So he would stand up here, and they'd have you stand further and further back, so you just look like a little tiny person.
Yeah, they've also dug trenches for me. It's a difficult thing being 6'5" in Hollywood. Yeah.
Do you ever find yourself?
Just so you know, Mr. Lucas. Anytime I have a great audition and like, that was fantastic. And how tall are you? I know that means I've lost the job. So I wish they'd find a more discreet way to ask.
Yeah.
How would you prefer that they ask?
You didn't get the job. Just tell me that. Or just be like, this isn't going to happen. We didn't know you're this freakishly tall. They've dug trenches for you and had special cameras before.
So you would prefer, rather than asking with the pretense of, and how tall are you, that they would just say, you are too tall. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I think so, because they put a smile on their face, and every time they do it, I just know what it means. And then I have to go, and then I'm forced into this lie of, I'm 6'5".
Yeah,
right. Great, great. That's
what
great.
do you do? Yeah,
that's great. Do you ever find yourself acting with a co-star and they give them an apple box?
Oh, all the time. And in fact, I recently had a gig, and the director told me the producer urged her not to hire me because they were so tight on money. It was between me and another guy, and he's like, do you know what his Apple Box budget's going to be? You're going to have to bring in so many Apple Boxes around this guy. I'm like, Apple Box?
Apple Box.
Like, this is a cruel world if they're using an Apple Box budget to try not to hire me.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate analog. It's an Apple Box.
But how high do you think your Apple Box budget truly is?
I'd be curious to see him run the numbers. Like, it's $200 with the Apple Boxes. We can't do it. Get the other guy. No.
Yeah. Well, it's not just the money, though. It's like, once you've got that many Apple Boxes, you got to pay for people to move them around.
Move them around. They're bringing cameras up. They're bringing other people down. I bring a wealth of problems. That's why I just really try to be a ray of sunshine on that set, because I've already overcome so much to get there, and I know that some people aren't thrilled on that.
This is why George was smart when he made me, because he said in the render, he went, he's like 3'8", and people went, really? And he went, but with wings. So that way
Yeah.
I just kind of hover up to the eye line. I meet, because Liam Neeson, I'm in a scene with him. That guy's giant. He's like your size. Next
See?
scene, I'm with Jake Lloyd. I'm all the way down here. I could just kind of, no apple box is needed.
We did the math when we knew we were investing in this digital technology. We knew that in time it would be very expensive up front, but in time it would pay for itself just in the Apple boxes alone. The money we would save on Apple boxes would be tremendous.
I just need to get wings for one of these gigs. Oh, see,
you need to get motion captured wings.
Oh, that's amazing. And now look at once you're in that, you're a friend of production, Watto.
Exactly. They love me.
They love him. Eric, what do you think was the most surreal moment while filming Twin Peaks for you?
Well, it's kind of corny, but I used to have a recurring nightmare about having to memorize lines on set. And I would literally wake up in a cold sweat that I'd have to memorize lines quickly in front of Neil Young or David Lynch. And then I got the gig, and then there was one day, and like I said, he didn't have me in the script. And then there was one day they were lighting the scene, and they're 15 minutes out, and then there's two tiny little apple boxes, and he sits in one. And I should say that every minute he's on set, Lynch had a cigarette and a bullhorn and a fire extinguisher, where I think that they weren't going to let him smoke. And he's like, no, I'll just have a fire extinguisher. It's fine. So they're lighting the shot, which means they're like 15 minutes away. And he's like, okay, sit down next to me, detective. You got a monologue. And this is literally my nightmare.
Yeah.
And then I think he looked at me and he saw the face of somebody who was living a nightmare. And because he's so intuitive and has so much love pouring out of him, he looked at me and went, oh, don't even worry about memorizing it, detective. You can have the sheet right there. We're not going to see it. But what I need you to do is your mother is lost, and you're the only one that will deal with her. Your brothers aren't going to do this at all. That's all you need to worry about. You can look at your paper. But here's what you have. And he's like writing out these lines in shorthand. And the whole thing is in there. Me like, no, Mom, you got to go up here. No, it's around here. And then I was so freaked out. And then I got to go work with my brother was Larry Clark, and then Don Murray, who got an Academy Award nomination in 1956. And they just sat there and helped me memorize. But I went in, did it no problem. Hilariously, when the show aired, you can see the paper. The paper's right there. He didn't care. And if anybody asked me, what? It probably looks like detective work. And so I got over that fear, and I don't have it anymore. So I'm so grateful. But there were a million times where I'm like, I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to be back at the Starbucks on Highland and Franklin. But this is the best dream ever that I'm working for David Lynch. And he also, just like as a leader, like he really truly directs with love, as I'm sure you do, sir. And you just feel empowered to do things you're not comfortable with or not capable with. And also it feels like Twin Peaks. You're not acting in Twin Peaks. Mm-hmm. He's got his bullhorn and the fire extinguisher, and there's every person you can imagine walking in and out. And you're in Twin Peaks. And I still cannot believe it happened like that. I'm still shocked. I cannot believe it. I'm so grateful.
That's such a good example, though, of like good directing in a way that I feel like people don't discuss. Because so often it's like, oh, here's this vision and here's how they just executed exactly what they had in their head. But that's like so much of good directing is how do you relate to each individual person who is working with you on that day, and how do you get the best out of them? You know, like it's all problem solving where it's like, if this guy's stressed out about the lines, then I don't care about that. You know?
Yeah.
Let's not let him get in his head. Right.
With every single person. And he'll just give a note that's unlike any other director, where there was one scene we did is like, okay, this time I want you to just let a little bit of an air of mystery just kind of waft through. And we're okay. And then sure enough, somehow an air of mystery wafted through. And another time we all came in like this, like how you're trained on other cop shows to like put your hand like that. And we came like that. And he's like, cut. It's the only time he forgot first. He's like, no, none of that cop bullshit. Just hold the gun. Spencer Tracy. Like, whatever he did, you just felt empowered and you felt like you were doing better than you were capable of doing, because he's just such a loving, wonderful leader. And I think a lot of it is his regular meditation that he does. He makes time for everybody else to meditate there. So it's a very calm set.
People,
very zen.
people in the chat are saying they want to see fan art of Lynch with the cigarette, bullhorn, and fire extinguisher. I think people should do that, but I also think I want to see fan art of Eric getting those script pages next to David and the look
You
of
can see it. You can see it again in disc 7 because I'm on ironically a very tiny Apple box, and it makes me look so giant. And you just see him like explaining it to me with love, and there was no way I wasn't going to be able to do it because he's just such a sweet guy.
Well, okay, so you heard it, guys. Just go to your bookshelves and just go grab this.
Yep,
and then you'll find it.
It's
right
in the documentary, and it's amazing, and it's surreal to see when he decides to hire me.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Who I'm trying to remember. You have scenes with Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah.
Is there any other original cast member that you're with?
No, it was just Kyle. But I mean, that I couldn't believe I was with him, and he was so cool. But then they didn't tell us anything, so I didn't know why he was like catatonic or anything like that. So the look I'm giving is seriously like, what's wrong with Agent Cooper?
Yeah.
So again, he just makes it where you don't have to act, and it's probably a lot of what Mr. Lucas would say, that you just make it where people don't really have to act; they just have to kind of be there, and it's all set up for where you don't really have to.
Yeah. Wow.
So you were able to, whenever it aired, you were going on the same journey as everyone else. You knew what you had filmed, but you didn't know the shape of everything else. That was still, you got to enjoy that. Yeah.
And I do the same. Like all the movies I die in, I quit reading the script after I die. So it's always a real fun ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, something you were talking about is, not getting jobs because of your height, but I feel like you have also created a nice little animation world for yourself too.
I love that, and that's my favorite thing from that is that in animation you can't be constrained by your height because
it don't matter. They just adjust that mic, baby.
Dude,
it's one of these. You got to
like
turn an arm.
Auto, but it's real. The mic can go up or down. It's
like that.
See that? Look at that technique. You can't teach that, friend.
You can't.
Oh, he's got it right there.
Oh,
see, that's why you're you, sir.
Yeah, I'll just imagine, like if I was making a Star Wars with you.
Here, hang on. Watto and I'll come off. You guys can do this.
All right. So let's say if I was going to make, would you rather be in a Star Wars or like a Red Tails or a Strange Magic or an Indiana Jones? What's your favorite kind of Lucasfilm?
Oh my God. I mean, I love them all, sir, but I'd have to do Star Wars just because I had the wallpaper.
All right. Well, let's say I was like, well, he's tall, so let's record him and we'll make his character digital CGI. And say, oh, it's Eric? Okay, well, normally we have the microphone here. Eric's here. Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, Eric, welcome to the set.
Oh my God.
You're gonna be playing a droid who is scared of heights. How's that?
That'll work, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're Leaky. That's your name, is Leaky. You have like letters. You have LK-IE, but people call you Leaky because you're always leaking droid fluid because you're terrified. Watto and Patrick, you can come back. We didn't mean to chase you off.
I just wanted to see what the stream would be. Watto's here audio only. I'm not sure where he went, but
he's flying.
He's flying. He's flying away.
He's up and down.
Yeah. Eric, how long did you have to keep the Twin Peaks secret?
A good long time, like a few months, and just they really
did you tell any lies? Did you lie to any close friends about what you were doing?
Yeah, for sure.
What was your cover story?
They told us just to say we're in Rancho Rosa. So like, I'm in Rancho Rosa playing a detective. And like, what's Rancho Rosa? I'm like, I don't know, it's something. But then this was still in my party days. So I think I let loose one time during a bar night, and then I got very nervous who I told. I know, Georgia, I don't want you to think that. I would reveal yours, but
I don't think any less of you. That makes me respect you because a true hero faces temptation, has moments of weakness, but ultimately triumphs over those. Nobody's perfect, Eric.
No, the Joseph Campbell stuff, which I know you know so well, and I definitely had my weak moment there.
Love that stuff.
Yeah,
Can't get enough of it. Give me some of that. I'll eat the soup sometimes. That's how much I love Joseph Campbell.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now when you said you were partying, that wasn't that long ago. You said those were your party days.
No, well, I don't drink anymore. So I had a health crisis, and so I took time off, and then I enjoyed it. I'm like, I'm just going to stay on this path for a while. Truthfully, there's a lot of it related to drunk history, because you should not be able to walk into any bar in the country and somebody there has seen you pound a beer. So that was the thing, was pounding beers on there, which was idiotic, because Atlanta, Detroit, Winnipeg, you go in, somebody wants to see you pound a beer.
Right.
So I got sick from a Whole Foods supplement of all things, and I took time off from it. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep rolling. I'm a little bit more of the Harrison Ford inclination anyway.
Right.
Sure. Yeah, that's a little bit more where I vibrate anyway, sir.
Well, I mean, I have a sweet tooth, but I'm diabetic, you know, so like everybody has their struggles with it's hard to, because we all have the different things that we struggle with. This isn't comparable, but I used to pound Hershey's Kisses, and then they took them away from me.
Yeah, that is a true story that some of us learned for the first time tonight from someone who used to work with George.
Yeah, I at one point I got so desperate pounding those Hershey's Kisses that when they stopped stocking them at Skywalker, and I got so desperate I started stealing cereal. I started stealing Crispex from my own employees, just to feel something. I just wanted, Eric. I would eat my employees' Crispex just so I could feel something. And I knew, like, if you've ever had a handful of dry Crispex and you're trying to make up for the Hershey's Kisses that you know you shouldn't be eating, but you crave desperately, you realize, you look in the mirror and you don't like what you see.
But they're so good. Do you ever do the ones, not to bring up a past addiction, but do you ever do the Hershey's Kisses with the almond in the middle?
The almond, that's the best one, I have to say.
It really is. And it's almost cruel the way they make you unwrap each individual one. We're like,
they make you work for it. They're little teases. Oh God, yeah. A Hershey's Kiss will make you lose your mind.
They're just so good.
Yeah, they're
still made
good.
here in America, I believe, sir. A lot of that stuff's been outsourced, but they're still made in Hershey.
Yeah. Now, when you open. Now, here's the thing. Did you ever do this? When you open up a little Hershey's Kiss and there's the foil wrap that caresses it tight, holds it tight, keeps it safe, protects it. But then there's the little paper slip. And I used to tell myself that if the paper slip goes all the way under the bottom of the Kiss and then curves up to start going back up again, that was good luck. And that meant I could have another Hershey's Kiss. But they all do that. That's a lie. That was my diabetes trying to kill me. Yeah. That was my diabetes trying to trick me into doing something self-destructive. Because it's rare that you find a Hershey's Kiss where the paper slip doesn't go all. That's the way they make them. It always goes all the way. It follows. It peeks out through the top, through the tip, and then it curves down that smooth mountainside under that perfectly flat undercarriage, back up again like nothing ever happened, and you find yourself, I mean, that's one deadly kiss.
It's one deadly kiss.
It's one deadly kiss.
One deadly kiss. It's just so good, and also it's easy to see how you can be enabled by that, because your massive amounts of skill and talent, you've also had a ton of luck. Yeah. So it's easy to say, geez, it's the kiss. I can't stop this deadly kiss. It's like William Blake wrote, the road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. And now look at what you've attained, sir.
And that's the danger when you're a storyteller. You can tell yourself a story. And nothing's more dangerous than that.
We should also mention, while we're on the subject of deadly kisses, a reminder for anyone who donates over $100 at bit.ly/GTLS gives, you will get a piece of paper that Patrick kissed. What, did we run out of them?
No, I'll do it. We didn't run out of them. I got some.
Do you still have the lipstick, Patrick?
Yeah, I still have the lipstick.
It's the deadliest of all kisses. A piece of paper that Patrick has kissed. He will ship it anywhere in the world.
Anywhere in the world.
That's the best $100 you'll ever spend, folks. Please.
It is. And I'm very excited to go to the post office during a pandemic to send it to you. You, the viewing public.
Hey, be very clear. You're very excited to, in the middle of a pandemic, go to a post office and ship out the piece of paper that your mouth touched.
Yes.
It's still, even if you had COVID, that is the safest way to kiss someone, is to
Absolutely
kiss a piece of paper, seal it in an envelope, and then send it on a multi-day journey. The COVID, if that was, that is the cure for COVID. We just can't, there's no way of mass producing that, but that would cure COVID if we could capture it all in kisses and mail it away.
Maybe that's the way to maintain safe sex during COVID, is you fuck a piece of paper. And then you send the paper in the mail to the person you want to fuck. And that way you're supporting the U.S. Postal Service.
Right.
And you're also sanitizing your fucks. You're letting
There you go.
Right.
the germs die out.
I feel like when you are at the post office, they ask you a series of questions. I don't remember the list of things, but I feel like that might violate at least one of the things on that list.
They ask you, did you fuck this letter?
They say, are there any hazardous things? Did you fuck this letter?
Did you fuck
And they
this
say
letter?
it sometimes. If you get an aggressive postal worker, they'll say it like Jake LaMotta and Marty's Raging Bull. They'll be like, "You fuck this letter.
You fuck this letter. You fuck this letter."
Now, Eric, we've talked about how you've been a part of two revitalizations of past franchises, Jurassic World, Twin Peaks, but you're also in the Arrested Development reboot. Are you the guy that they just call when they're like, we got to bring it back? Get Edelstein on the phone?
Are you the jumper cables?
That's why I'm here today. Just
Are you? You're the jumper cables. You help bring these things back to life.
I'm here. No one stays retired forever. No show goes away forever. So I'm here to plant seeds in storytellers' brains. That's how I'm putting it.
That should be on the top of the resume that you send out. You know?
Seriously.
Yeah.
You want to reboot? Get the boot.
Get the boot.
Let's go.
Another thing I wanted to ask, and I feel like Watto will appreciate this because I like this movie, and I imagine Watto probably does. What is it like taking over a character for someone? Because you played Bob in the Monsters vs. Aliens TV show.
That was great, and that was my first ever regular gig, and that was where I really understood how great these voiceover actors are.
Yeah.
Because I went in that room and I was sure I was going to be fired because they're so good and they're such nice people. I think a lot of them don't have the ego that they need to be recognized all the time. So they just are content to do that. But it was really fun. And then I remember I didn't want to do a Seth Rogen. You can't do him. He's the guy. I'm like, I'll do it on my own. And then there was one weekend where they're like, can you just do his laugh? So I spent like an hour working on Seth Rogen's laugh. And I'm like, I can't do this. So they're like, all right, just do your laugh. And then it ended up being the most fun job ever. But
It's a stacked cast. It's Chris O'Dowd, you, Dietrich Bader, Ricky Lindholm, Gillian Jacobs. Like that's nothing to sneeze at.
James and like the one that you would marvel at is that Jeff Bennett.
Yeah, Jeff Bennett.
Jeff Bennett is one of those voiceover guys that can do every voice. He and Kevin Michael Richardson, those were the two. You know, because Dietrich Bader is. I mean, I grew up watching Drew Carey show and everything, but I would watch Jeff Bennett and Kevin Michael Richardson, and they can do everything. Where they're like, Kevin, can you do like a 4-year-old girl? They're like, yeah, no problem. And this massive man would turn it, and I'm like, okay, I can't hang with these people.
Yeah.
So most of my animation work is kind of just me being me, or a couple of the characters I have because they are unparalleled. You kind of can't believe it.
Yeah, that's a very stacked cast. I remember the show being on, but I did not remember every single one being a freaking knockout.
No, it was so fun. I couldn't believe it. And it was like recording a podcast every day because we would just talk and BS the whole time. And there's something just kind of special about Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well, now you live comfortably on Cartoon Network. You are the second of the 3 bears that we now had on the show.
That's
I
true.
love that. The show is actually going forward with children as voices. Yeah, it's wonderful. So I'm now back at Nickelodeon on December 11th. I'm on the show Baby Shark playing Daddy Shark. So
which also has I saw you post about it today. A really good cast. There's a lot of people.
So fun. It's so fun. And since I did Monsters vs. Aliens, I've been really wanting to go back to Nickelodeon. So I'm pretty thrilled to be back there. But I'm also We Bare Bears was the most fun job ever. Changed my life, and I'm excited to see what they do with the baby bears. But it's a trip being replaced by like an 8-year-old. Let's be honest.
You can't be mad. You can't be mad.
No.
You can't get mad. You can't get mad. And then like even like one of the baby bears wanted to call and talk to me, and they're so sweet. I'm like, God bless it.
Yeah.
Good for the kid.
Yeah.
Are they literally like rebranding the show as Baby Bears now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be baby bears. So and it'll be like more like anime, and it will be different. And Manny Hernandez is the showrunner there, and he's awesome.
Yeah.
So it'll be great.
Eric, aren't you worried though that you're just setting yourself up that eventually they're going to get some baby to come in for Baby Shark?
That's the problem. They're going to reboot Baby Shark as Baby Shark.
But
I think Mr. Lucas is right. They could get a baby daddy shark. And let's be honest, the second it came out of your mouth, sir, as a storyteller, that sounded better than what I've been doing.
Yeah.
No, because that
daddy baby shark, this is why you're you.
Because right now you're Sebastian Shaw right now. But in the next version of this, you could be Jake Lloyd.
That's it. That's it.
It is kind of dangerous because you go, well, usually what happens is that you make a property for children, kids like it, and then after some time you go, let's do the baby version. Let's do Muppet Babies, right? Let's do Baby Looney Tunes. Baby Shark is saying, let's start with the baby version. And you go, where are we going to go from here? Sperm Shark? How do we go backwards here? You started baby?
I mean, this is why I picked the show, because my other show went to babies, and I'm like, well, if I start out on a baby show, what are they going to do?
Yeah,
I know.
If we go to elderly shows, I think that our older actors should be working more anyway. So I'm great with that.
Okay.
Eric, this isn't your fault. This isn't your fault. It's all this talk. I went down to the kitchen area.
Yeah,
I have to. To get some cereal.
Oh no.
I've been so tempted, but I've been so good.
George, you're famously diabetic. That cereal must be loaded with sugar.
I have to.
What about Crispex, sir? Sir, I thought we had a good compromise with the Crispex.
Oh my God,
eat the Crispex. George, eat the Crispex.
Exploding out of the box. Oh my God. It's the sweetest cereal I've ever.
George, eat too much sugar.
No, George.
I have to.
Oh no, guys, I feel horrible. I triggered this. This is my fault.
Eric, I wasn't going to say it, Eric, but this is your fault.
This is Crispex, sir. Crispex. There's a great thing with the Crispex.
Oh, Eric, I don't think you're getting through to him. He's under the spell of Baby Shark. In order to get him to stop eating the cereal, you're going to have to sing the song.
Georgie Lucas, Georgie Lucas, Georgie Lucas, we love you. Back to Crispex, back to Crispex. Anything? No. He's made me.
No, I like it. I might not eat it.
I tried waddle.
He tried.
Pouring milk. He's pouring milk.
Skywalker with some Crispex. I don't want to watch this. This is a slow suicide.
Hold on.
What are you doing? You got Parm Crisps?
I got everything bagel seasoned Parm Crisps. Yeah, it's a nice.
It's incredible, but you hold them up the whole time. You triggered them. Don't do it, George. George,
let me just give it a little kiss. I won't eat it. Just let me have a little kiss.
Okay, give it a little kiss.
George, the song hypnotizes you. You don't want it. There's people out there.
No.
George.
No, he was kissing, but then they went into his mouth. No.
No.
Even you.
Oh my God.
Hypnotizes everyone. We're not supposed to tell anyone. It's the song like Halloween 2.
There's 4 marshmallows on the spoon. There's 4, just a random spoonful, and there's 4 marshmallows.
George, you're so famously diabetic.
George, can I also bring something up?
What?
And this is not me shaming you in any way, but I think this is your 3rd meal in the last 4 hours.
George. Brother,
come on.
Oh,
Patrick.
I'm going to be strong. I'm going to be strong.
Patrick, the judgment, Patrick.
No judgment. No judgment.
No, there was
no judgment. Ultimately, it was Patrick being cruel to me that made me lose my appetite.
Yeah, Patrick, if you had your own cereal, it would be called Oops All Judgment.
I don't want to say anything, Patrick, but you were definitely flirting with a lot of judgment. And
You were flirting.
This was going so well.
He deplatformed.
I've heard of Judge Judy, but Judge Tutti Frutti?
I'm gone. I'm gone, okay? I'm gone.
Yeah, keep deplatforming, baby.
What's happening, Patrick? Oh, Patrick's gone.
We shamed him. Now, this is all my fault.
I do want to say, if you're in the mood for a cereal that is twice as sweet as the sweetest cereal you've ever tried before, maybe Baby Shark cereal is for you. But I'm gonna be strong and not eat any more of it. Do.
No, Crispex, George, Crispex. You got a great thing there. Yeah. Moderation.
Oh.
Crispex.
Crispex. You got nothing but respect for my Crispex.
See, it's sturdy. It's solid. You won't have a diabetic problem with it. It's Crispex.
Yeah, that's true.
That's good. I'm glad we figured this out.
Oh, Patrick.
I grew a little bit in that moment there. It was,
Hey, look, Patrick, lean your head a little bit more. It looks like you're kind of leaning on each other.
I like that.
Watto and Eric, can you guys lean on each other too? Nope. Other way, Eric. Other way. Watto, other way. Watto,
other way? Okay.
Patrick, can you make it so that...
Oh, no! Eric ate my head!
Look, we're Oops All Beard.
Ah!
I told you I was a shark, buddy. Sorry, Watto. Should have flown away.
Patrick, can you make it so that my beard is with the top half of your head?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's just going to look like Patrick's beard is graying.
Oh, that's a hot look. That works.
Thank you.
Okay, that's good. Now do it the other way. Now flip it.
I don't think we can.
I don't think it's possible.
You have to rearrange the windows. Yes. Okay.
Hold on. Oh. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this.
Get closer to the camera, George.
George.
Higher, George. Higher.
He's eating cereal down there.
Yeah.
Higher and closer. Now closer, but higher.
We're going to do this.
Now tilt.
Yeah. Go out.
Oh, wow. We're so close. Oh, wow.
Hey, Patrick, move back a little bit. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that looks good.
Oh, Eric, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
That's good.
Empire is so perfect, but just that first one, man. The first one.
And never get better than Phantom Menace. It starts out strong.
I'm not saying word.
Also, Eric, when you don't use the full title, I think you're talking about the Fox TV drama Empire about Lucius Lyon and Cookie and all the people at Empire Records.
George had a rough couple of years there, Eric, where every time he would hear people go, "Oh, you watched the new Empire, he'd get so excited. He'd go, "They're watching it again. They're watching it again." And then he found out, no, it was the latest water cooler drama.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I triggered him again. Yeah. He's going to pick up that cereal.
Like Lucius Lyon has lost his memory, and now he's reverted to Dwight, his other personality. And Demi Moore is holding him hostage. And he sees music as colors.
That's the ultimate irony, is George clearly became an Empire head.
Yeah. I know for a fact that George has way more Empire than you would assume he has.
Yeah.
Eric, now my assumption is that he's seen every episode.
Yeah, Eric, where do you fall on that? Do you assume that I've seen one episode or every episode of Empire?
Oh, I think every episode. As a storyteller, I think you saw every episode.
I gotta see how the saga ends. And ironically, you didn't really get to see how it ends because COVID shut them down and they didn't really get to do a proper ending.
Are they done?
They're done.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they just their fourth to last scripted episode just became the finale, and they were like, well, too bad, global pandemic.
I guess that's the ending. Yeah.
I didn't know that. There's a lot of shows they're doing that too.
Yeah. Empire does end with the same amount of resolution as Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. It is the same level of the story's over. Yeah. I guess their friend is gone. I guess this hand is fixed. I guess that guy's his dad. It's just like a lot of like, well, I guess it did kind of wrap up. We found out who his dad was. We found out where his friend's gone away. Just he's gone. Yeah, it's the story's over. We don't need to know.
Malay wrote the check.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
Eric, have you filmed anything during this?
Yeah, I just got back from Atlanta. I did a Creep Show.
Oh yeah, for Shudder.
Did you work with Darcy Carden?
No, but I've just done a couple of table reads with her for a couple.
I believe
things.
she also was working on Creep Show in Atlanta.
Oh, George, it was so fun, and a kind of part I've never gotten to play. And then Marilyn Manson is going to be in this season too.
Oh,
And I've never met him, but he used to live 2 houses down from me, and he would have like goth girls working in his yard. It was amazing to see.
that sounds right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I saw him twice getting in out of a lift at like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and it's clear he'd been out all night. And he looked like a vampire getting out, and then you'd see the goth girls weed whacking and stuff. For real.
Well, you got to. I mean, everybody's got to maintain their lawn.
So he regularly used the 4 goth girls total landscaping company.
They're very good. They're very good.
How was it filming? Was it weird? How bad were the protocols?
I mean, I was totally nervous, and I rarely leave my house, and I'm pretty aware of all this stuff.
Yeah.
So it was crazy to get on a plane and do it. And then, yeah, just massive amounts of Georgia. They're just not too worried about it. But they had total protocols on set. It seemed totally safe. And this director, Joe Lynch, I just love him. He was incredible, and he watched the We Bare Bears show, and he's like, I just want grits. And so it was from that magical cartoon. I've never gotten to, quite play a part like this before. So it was very fun, but I was very glad to get home. And then most of my time, I just converted an old coat closet into a recording booth here. So I do cartoons from what was a coat closet 8 months ago. It's a wild, funny thing, but I love it.
Oh, I've seen Joe Lynch Mayhem, that movie he made with Stephen Yeun and Samara Weaving. It's really good.
He's the best. He's
really good.
Such a heartfelt and wonderful guy. He actually kind of reminds me of David Lynch in a way. They
Yeah.
both bring this energy on set and make you better than you thought you were.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. Thank you so much for coming by, Eric. This has been super fun.
This was an honor. Both Watto, Mr. Lucas, I cannot thank you enough. This was a joy.
Well, sir, the pleasure was all mine.
And we got through that.
Yeah,
Let's be honest.
that, sir. You earned the sir.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sir.
I'm going to take that to the bank. And just Crispex, Mr. Lucas. Crispex.
I tell you what, I'm gonna flush this baby shark cereal down the toilet.
This is a win. This is a win for all of us.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
We'll see ya. Come back anytime.
Are you kidding? I love you guys. This was so fun. What a joy.
Good.
That's in the biz, Eric.
All right.
That's in the biz.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Watto, I drew you. Do you want to see?
What?
I drew you, Watto. I was sketching. Here's the problem. I didn't have a blue Sharpie, Watto.
You were sketching?
I was sketching.
Sounds pretty sketchy to me.
I didn't have a blue Sharpie, Watto. So it looks a little, it's not perfect. But this was just me, look at this. Look at this guy. Look at him. See his little nose?
It's a very good drawing, Patrick.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Did I fool him? I was trying my best. I was trying my best to do an impression of George.
David,
I didn't want to disappoint you, Patrick.
Time? That was you the whole time, David?
It was me the whole time.
David,
it was me the whole time.
We would have loved to have talked to you, David.
He clearly
it was so tempting to try to reminisce about when we were on the set. I almost chimed in a few times when he was talking about the paper. I remember I told him, you don't have to memorize, because I could tell he was nervous.
Sure.
It's uncanny how the second David returns, his audio goes out of sync again. It's a very Lynchian touch.
That is true.
Good sound is important, Watto.
Yeah. Wow, David, it's so good to see you again. I do want to say, David, someone in the chat was saying, auction this off. If people want to bid, go ahead, and whoever bids the highest, I'll sign it and mail it, and
You'll get a little kiss.
Oh, you'll get a little kiss.
You'll get a little kiss.
You're sending out your little smooches, Patrick?
I'm sending out my little smooches,
That's
David.
good, Kale.
That is good. I'll even kiss it. You know what? I'll kiss it on the stream. I'll kiss it
Where
on the
are we?
stream.
Where are we at as far as stretch goals, Kale?
We're give us some stretch goals, George, and we'll add them to the total.
Don't call him George.
I'm sorry, David. I'm so sorry, David. I really didn't mean to.
No,
It was
it's
a foresight
fine.
habit.
I hope Eric won't be disappointed to find out that I was fooling him.
I don't know. You never know. Maybe he will be.
Well, it was good to see him anyhow. I love that laugh.
He's got a good
Who
laugh.
doesn't? Yes.
Some people are natural born laughers.
Yeah.
Some people
are you,
are chucklers.
what does your laugh sound like, David? I don't know if I can picture it in my head.
Normal.
Do you want to show it?
Are you going to do something amusing?
What do you want me to do?
I'm not a maniac. I don't just
Oh, yeah.
laugh because someone.
Also, Sharpling did send the $500. He's got to tell me what he wants. He wanted me to read the script, and then he never sent me the script. I'll read it.
He said check your email. Everyone was saying check your email.
Check your email, Kale.
Check your email. Also, Patrick.
I have not gotten an email from Tom Sharpling.
Kale, if you want David to laugh, you have to do something funny.
What do you want?
Don't murder anybody. That's not going to work for him.
What do you want me to do?
Something funny.
David, what do you want me to do? Is this funny, David? Is this funny to you, David?
I'd say
What's
that's
funny?
no, Kale. I'd say that's menacing.
That's
It's not funny.
menacing?
Watto, wouldn't you agree that what you were doing is threatening?
I found it upsetting.
You look like a wild animal in distress. I found it sad.
We're at 328169 right now.
Oh,
Were
here's
you
a
supposed
suggestion
to
from the
write
comment.
the word rat on your forehead?
I know
Sure.
what would be funny based on a suggestion from the comments.
What?
Give away your passwords again.
Oh, that would be very funny. Remember how hard we
That
all
would
laughed
truly
when we
make
got
me laugh
that
out
one.
loud. That would be
I'm not
lolling. LOL.
David, I do want to say, watching this movie or these two movies synced up, there have been a weird amount of similarities at happening at the same time.
Wait a second. David, I know how to solve this. Would you laugh if I revealed Patrick's password?
I might, but I also
know-
might. I might laugh, but I don't know for certain. I know I would if Patrick did it and the passwords were real, and then people started going in and doing little goofs on his private messages.
I mean, I don't know if this is up to date, but the last time he doxed himself, the password I saw was Snyder Cut 42069. That's his Marvel password, last I checked.
I mean, they haven't stopped me.
Snyder Cut 42069.
Are we at $69? Is this what this bid is? Is this for the picture? If that's real and anyone wants to outbid it, now's the chance. Okay. I'll give it 10 more seconds. You ready? 10. Let's all count down together. 10.
Now count together.
8.
2,
$80.
4,
4.
5,
3.
8,
6,
7.
7,
1,
9.
9,
10.
10.
Looks like we got Bring to
Well,
Noise.
no, but I think the count should start over now because we have 80. We have 85, right?
We have 90. We have 90. I do also want to say Bring to Noise.
Yeah, the count starts over with each new bid.
Bring to Noise made this great shirt. I think I mentioned it earlier, but if I didn't, GLTS on the air. And George, we should also say, I know there's a lot going on right now. We have shirts available.
George isn't
Holy
here,
crap.
Kale.
I'm so sorry. If George was here,
Holy moly, that's a nice T-shirt. I like those little fellas.
and I believe there you still get the Black Friday deal if you go do. But a lot of the money goes to people working on this show behind the scenes and in front of the camera. So
You got to get the name stuff right, Kale.
I'm really sorry, David. I really didn't mean to.
It's okay, Kale.
We're at 90. I don't think there's any past 90 is my guess.
Kale, do you have one of those shirts in your possession?
No, I do not.
Wow.
What shirts do you have? Maybe a fashion show would be fun.
96.
Give us a fashion show, Kale. Show off all your t-shirts.
All my t-shirts?
Put them all on at the same time.
That's a stretch goal. That's a stretch goal.
Okay,
That's a
for
stretch
stretch goal,
short.
we get
That's what that is.
We're up
Kale
to
does a fashion show. You
We're up
play
to
some,
100.
play some music, do a wide shot, and you try on all of your different outfits for us, and maybe dance around like a fun person.
Give us a fashion show in the wide shot.
We'll do it in the wide.
Well, I'll do that for a stretch goal. You got to give me a dollar amount.
Well, where are we at right now, Kale?
We're at 3,281, I believe.
Okay, so I got the dollar amount. 3,282.
Watto.
What? Is that not the dollar amount?
That's not a dollar amount.
It is.
I will say, hang on, I'm waiting for a text right now because we may have upped the sketch kiss number. I'm just confirming that it was a real bid. Oh, the 20% off on the t-shirts ends tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, Monday at 1 p.m. Okay, so where are we at? We're at $100. Sharpling has said 500, but he also doesn't want the picture, so I'm happy to.
What is
I
he
think
bidding
he's
for?
waiting. Right, he's waiting for you to execute what he asked for.
Yeah, but I believe he is offering another 500. Is what I believe he is doing currently.
For what? What was his wish?
He wanted me to read some speech, and he never sent it to me. If
Check
someone
your email, Kale.
it's not
Check
there,
your email, Kale.
guys. It's not
Check
there.
it now. It just arrived.
It didn't.
Check
If
it now.
someone sends me the speech, I will read it.
Check
That's
your email.
where I didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Have you tried checking again?
I've tried checking it.
But did you check? Have you tried checking it right now?
Yeah, did you try checking again after the last time?
I did. We're at $100 for this, and I'm gonna say if this doesn't, I'm gonna say I'm giving it 10 more seconds, and if someone else bids, it'll go to them.
Let's do
It's
the
not-
count.
Let's do the count. Let's
2, 3, 10,
1,
4,
9,
2,
8,
12,
3,
7,
15,
4,
6,
-5,
negative 6,
5,
4,
4,
7,
1,
3,
10,
9,
2,
10,
80, 4 billion.
Bring the Noise gets it. $100. I'll mail it to her. That's
Yeah, that's how you sell a sketch.
how you sell a sketch. Yeah, I haven't gotten an email from Sharpling. There's nothing else I can do about it. If he sends it, I'll do it. That's my.
You could go on. Kale, why don't you try going on WhatsApp?
What's
Go
WhatsApp?
into WhatsApp. Go into WhatsApp.
I don't have a WhatsApp.
Go on to WhatsApp with Sharpling.
I don't have a WhatsApp.
What about going on AppTalk?
I don't know what AppTop is
Oh.
either.
You were supposed to
Very
say what's
important-
AppTalk,
very
and I would
important
say,
What's AppTop?
well, now it's too late.
Very important message from George. He wants me to tell you something, Kale.
Yeah, sure, David. What's up?
Why are you laughing? Did someone die?
Oh no! Oh no! Who died?
George is telling me to make an announcement to all the viewers of George Lucas Talk Show who
What?
are also on the enjoying the TikTok application that George Lucas Talk Show is now on TikTok.
GLTS TikTok?
GLTS TikTok.
And we
The
and
George
we
Lucas
currently-
TikTok show?
we currently have 38 followers. We'd love to up that to a larger amount. If you follow George, he'll follow you back. And I think he's got a real good
GLTS.
one. He's got a real good TikTok on here.
It is a good TikTok. You can't show it on the show, George.
I'm not George, so I
David.
can show it on the show.
David.
Hail!
Oh my God. David, you
messed
can't.
up. I can't show this.
You can. You just can't play the audio.
Make up your mind, Kale.
Bring it closer.
closer. Oh, it's a TikTok of TikTok.
Is it
So the song TikTok by Kesha.
So it's a triple TikTok. It's a
It's a
TikTok.
triple tick. It's a
It's a
triple
tick
tick.
cube. A
Triple
tick
tick.
cube.
Tick, tick, tick. Talk, talk, talk.
David, what is George's username on TikTok?
George Lucas Talk Show.
That's good.
Easy to remember if you watch George Lucas Talk Show that their TikTok is the same words that they use to call the show a name.
I've not kissed the picture yet. I will in a few minutes. I'm waiting for the room where my lipstick is to open up.
Oh, the room where it happens.
Yeah, that's what I call my bathroom. Yeah.
Yeah, the room where it happens.
Yeah.
And the it in question is poop.
Yeah.
Is that true, Kale?
The room where it happens, is it poop? Yeah.
No, is it true that the bathroom is the word? Where is the room where you make the poop?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
You're confirming this to us on the show live on air?
Yeah,
This is a poop.
I might as well, you know.
You make poo poo in your bathroom.
Yeah.
Is it poop?
It's a scoop. It's a scoop.
Watto, you look adorable when you drink from that mug.
Thank you. I like this mug because it's got the crevice for the Hoover Dam that allows me to sip. Most mugs, they cannot fit under my nose. And this one, it's like, it's got a little nose holder. It goes like, whoop.
That's good.
Zen.
1600 Zen.
Ew. David, that's a very funny joke.
That's a very funny joke.
I'm not even sure what it means.
It's funny though.
David, did you ever watch 1600 Pen?
I don't know that I did.
Should we? We should make a stretch goal tonight to watch 1600 Pen.
Okay, here's a stretch goal. I'll stand by this. $25,000. We watch all of 1600 Pen.
I think you could do lower.
No.
35,000.
No, I don't think.
Wait,
I don't think we can.
Did you say 2,500?
35,000.
I said 25,000.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll add it.
Did I stutter?
Oh. 1,600.
25,000.
Who do you think we could get back?
25K for 16p.
Who do you think we'd get back?
I think we'd get Gad on this time.
You think?
Oh, I was thinking we could bring Kimmy back.
Love to get Kimmy Robertson back.
Yeah.
Can we say this now that enough time has passed? We thought we had Gad for a moment.
There was a moment. There was
a moment. We had a soft yes on Gad.
Yeah. I'll also say it was a very soft yes. It's okay. It didn't happen, and that's fine.
The book that Patrick will someday write on the guests who didn't show up.
There's a bunch.
At this point, it's a pretty prestigious list of people who at one point said yes and either bailed in advance and said, I'm sorry, change of plans, or just didn't show up.
Yeah.
It's a pretty prestigious list.
Yeah, there's at least one real good one.
There are two I can think of.
I can only think of one that didn't show up.
I can think of two people who didn't show up.
Put it in the private chat. I'll say there was one Studio 61 that didn't show up.
Yeah, I can't believe I have to literally type this out to you.
Jiminy Cricket.
Jiminy Cricket didn't show up.
What's going on, David?
That's
he's got the Jiminy Cricket clicker.
Wow. Oh, yeah. That's a big one. Okay, so then there were three because there was a
Yeah, no, I know who you were thinking of, obviously.
Yeah, that was a bummer. It's okay.
Yeah. We had one, I won't say who it is. We had one guest who we thought was a no-show and then showed up hours after we thought they were going to show up.
Yes. Yes. And I will also say Gad had personal stuff the day of the 1600 pen stream. So, like, it's not.
I wasn't attacking Gad. I was just saying we were close.
Yeah.
We were close. A couple of weeks in advance, we said, we got Gad.
Yeah.
We said to Kale, got to get Gad. And he said, got him.
He said, I've got Gad.
He said, I got Gad.
And then
And we
he had to
said,
come back
good.
and say, I've not got Gad.
And we
I've
went,
been
no
had.
good. He'd been had by the Gad.
What a pretty pair of lips you have, Kale.
What pretty Kale lips you have.
Perfect for smooching.
I agree, George. David.
That's one lucky piece of paper.
Imagine what it would feel like to be the tree that became that, knowing your future is in Patrick's
What
sweet
just
kiss.
happened? What? Who died?
I mentioned the death of a tree.
Oh,
No,
that is
you can say
one
you're laughing at that,
long,
Kale.
thin
But we all
kiss.
know that the second I mentioned that paper is what happens when a tree dies,
yes.
and you start to laugh.
He's laughing at the mirror. He realized I'm kissing a corpse right now, and he started giggling.
It looks so bad.
A long thin kiss.
Oh, truly
It truly
so.
does look like your mouth is a nightmare.
Yes.
David, you would know. You would know, David.
How would I
David
know?
would
Pam?
know.
Oh, because you know all about nightmare stuff. You always talk about nightmare stuff.
Yeah, but does he know all about your mouth?
Hey, that's between us, you know?
That's an untoward suggestion.
Yeah.
Kale, you ever read my comics?
I haven't. Tell me about them, David.
This is a comic book.
I read your memoir that came out this year or last year.
Wasn't this year.
I know.
I did a comic strip in alt weeklies for a while called The Angriest Dog in the World.
Yes.
They printed a book. It only has, like 18 of the strips in it.
How many were there total?
More than that.
Do you think they'll ever print the full book, David?
I don't know. This book works out about $1 a strip.
Yeah, I mean, you did it for 9 years. That's a long time. I don't see how many there actually were, but...
Well, do the math. 52 weeks a year.
Okay. 52. You did it every single week? That's 468, David.
It's a good number.
People are saying, can we donate more to have Lipstick Patrick kiss more things? Sure.
How much to kiss your couch?
Look at this. If you donate $100 starting now, I'll kiss something for you.
How much to kiss your sofa?
I'm not going to kiss my sofa, David.
I didn't say were you going to. I said how much. You have a price.
I'll say $3,000, but you have to take out the amount that it will cost for me to buy a new sofa.
No, you can kiss it in a secret place that no one can see.
Wait, I'm sorry. I also need to unpack this. If you were to kiss one part of your sofa one time, this sofa would be forever ruined in your eyes to the degree that an entirely new sofa had to be purchased.
Watto, can I tell you something? George, David, I'm going to take you off really quick.
You got to get the name right.
I'm really trying. I'm genuinely really trying. Watto, while we've been stuck here during this pandemic, you know how we're all stuck inside?
Yeah, I know. You don't got to tell Watto. He knows from pandemic.
Exacerbated by this show and me sitting in one spot the whole time.
Yeah.
My sofa's basically ruined.
So wait a second.
It's very
You're telling me this entire, I need $3,000 to kiss the sofa, canard is a grift. You're trying to buy a new sofa, and you're trying to pawn this off on our viewers as, I need the charity of the 3K to put in my pocket. And then take it out of my pocket and buy a new sofa.
No, it would not be in my pocket. It would be in 2 other men's pockets.
Who the 2 men?
Raymore and Flanagan.
This is not funny. We're trying to feed America here.
I know, and I'm fine. Let's keep feeding, baby. Feed away.
Hey, Kale.
Hey,
Griffith Couchman.
Look, it's the Elephant Man.
Wait, no, David, that is
that's
not
Max
the
Rebo.
Elephant Man. That's
David,
Max
that's Max
Rebo. That's Max Rebo.
Wow.
David, that's Max Rebo.
David, hear me out. Hear me out. Would you ever go back and change one of your movies the way George does?
I don't think I would. I would go back to make sure that it looked correct. I would do color correction.
Yeah. But would you, for instance, put Max Rebo in The Elephant Man?
I don't know that Max would be happy in The Elephant Man.
What about Cy Snoodles?
I would put Cy Snoodles in Wild at Heart if I had to.
What if
He'd be a good fit there.
But hang on. Cy Snoodles singing Blue Velvet's a pretty good image.
Pretty good.
Cy Snoodles, kind of the original Patrick Cotton.
Patrick,
red lips smooching all over the place.
Is there no secret place on your couch that you'd be willing to smooch?
I would smooch under one of my cushions for $150.
Great. So now we're talking. First person to donate $150 will get Patrick kissing the underside of a cushion.
A secret smooch.
A little secret smooch.
Patrick, would you be willing to go to the absolute dark heart of the sofa, the most secret spot you can find?
Darkest.
What does that mean?
Like burrow as deep as you can, deep down, without damaging the sofa, to the innermost secret spot.
I don't know. I don't know the last time I vacuumed on the inside of my sofa, but
you can do whatever you want to prep. You can clean it. You can wash it. You can make it as clean as a whistle.
Hang on. What if I did the underside of the sofa?
You mean the outside underside?
Yeah, like the bottom.
I feel like it would be more intimate to go within the inside underside.
George, you must not hide underneath the sofa. You must go deep into the heart of the sofa.
George, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if anyone's going to donate for this.
I feel like for a fact they will.
Okay.
Can you show us a little sneaky peek of what you'd have in store?
Show us the inside of your sofa.
Show us the inside of your sofa. This part's free. No stretch at all.
You get the taste this first. The first taste this first.
Okay. Now take your hand where your hand is, okay?
Yeah.
Now press it down.
Press it.
Go all the way to the back. All right. Can you get your hand in there?
I mean, yeah, it is.
All right. Can you open it so we can see? All right. Move your thumb away. Use both hands to open it up.
David.
Kale?
David, that's as much as I can. This is wood.
That's
Kale.
wood?
This is wood.
All right. That's where you kiss.
Yeah.
That's where you kiss.
I'll kiss there. Sure.
$150
of the couch.
$150.
And this is a lipstick smooch, so you'd leave a little kiss mark.
Yeah. The truest part of the couch.
The truest heart.
David, someone's saying something in the comments, and I'm going to say it because I believe it.
What?
David's straight
Nobody asked me this. I'm just an ordinary man.
It's very ordinary.
David's a straight up freak.
No, he's very ordinary.
David's a straight up freak.
He's not. I saw Robert Redford's Ordinary People on the shelf at the video store, and I went, "What is this? A David Lynch biopic?"
David, Watto, have you seen that movie?
Ordinary People?
No.
Yes, decidedly not a David Lynch biopic.
Mary
David-
Tyler Moore.
Yeah. How would you have made Ordinary People, David?
Well,
I feel like you
I
probably
remember correctly. It's been some time since but I do remember the plot of the movie hinges on a family in crisis.
Well, it was a play too, David.
Right.
Yeah, young boy, Judd Hirsch character. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
There's a therapist. There's a doctor, like a Dr. Jacoby.
Yeah.
Dr. Judd Hirsch.
Dr. Judd
then-
Hirsch.
And then there's a
Oh, come
family.
on, cheer up. I'm your doctor. Come on, cheer up.
And
Well,
then-
first of all, I'd want to know about the boat because I believe there was a boating accident. Yes.
Yeah, the brother died in a boating accident.
Yes.
All right.
They could have used a bigger boat.
Oh, George, someone's bringing up a good point. You know who plays the mom? Mary Tyler Moore, also famously diabetic.
Famously diabetic.
His name is not George, and he also already said Mary Tyler Moore. That means nothing to David Lynch, who is not famously diabetic. Sorry, David. I'm trying to stay zen.
Otto, here's the thing.
Yes,
I'm going to take David off.
rude. Frankly, rude.
I know that it's not George Watto.
You called
Okay.
him George, and you talked about diabetic.
But here's why. Here's why.
Why?
Because I know there's a little George in there somewhere.
You're trying to neg the George out of him?
I'm trying to neg the George out of him.
You're trying to neg the George out of him.
What else am I supposed to do? I want my friend George back.
I don't know. I miss George too, but all I'm saying is you and George, you're diabetes brothers. You have an easy in. Maybe you need to find a new bridge to David.
What could my bridge be?
I don't know. Let's maybe do some digging. Why don't you ask David about himself? Find out what he likes. Find out what you have in common.
Watto, I just thought of
Instead
something.
of calling him a dang ass freak.
Well, he is. Watto,
He's not. He's an ordinary person.
Watto, I have a question for you. Where is
What?
David right now? Where is David right now?
I don't know. You took him off the stream.
Where is he? Physically, where is David Lynch's consciousness right now?
Well, he said he's in two places. On one hand, he's in George's body. In the other hand, he's
What was
at home.
that? Hey, what was that?
On the one hand, he's in George's body. On the other hand, he's at
No,
home.
no, no. Stop on the other hand. What does that mean for the first one?
That he is in George's body, and on the other hand, he's at home.
And Watto, if he's in George's body, you know what that means?
What?
David's diabetic.
Oh,
Yeah. You might not know it, but he is.
you have to tell him.
I have to tell him this is on me now. He hopped into this.
Yes,
pod.
he's been off the stream now. You took him off the stream. What if we cut back and he's eating baby shark cereal?
David, are you there?
He thinks that he can eat baby shark cereal with impunity. You have to break the news to him before he gets himself into trouble.
David, are you there?
Yes.
David, I just put I put 2 and 2 together. Oh no,
No.
David, you got,
David,
David,
David, what is that noise I'm hearing?
David, buddy,
The
David,
cereal is really good.
no, David,
you gotta stop, David. You gotta stop,
David. Patrick, you have to break the news to him.
David. Watto, can I take you off screen? Do you mind,
Yeah, take me out.
David? Can I tell you something? This is important. Can you stop eating for a second? This is really important.
I truly can't. It's too good.
David, where are you right now?
I mean, the body of George Lucas.
Yeah, and what do you know about George Lucas? Give me some facts. Some real.
I know his movies are very successful.
Okay.
He wanted me to direct Return of the Jedi,
Okay.
and he was famously diabetic.
Wait, David, why are you off the stream?
What
He left
have
the-
you done?
Watto, I did not do that. Watto, I did not do this.
I told you to break the news to him. What did you do?
I was about to, and then he left the stream, Watto.
You were being too nonchalant. I told you once, I told you a million times. Oh no, what happened?
What is this?
Hello?
Who is this?
Let's tread very carefully here. Don't be nonchalant. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Who's this?
Who am I speaking to right now?
This is George Lucas, creator of Star Wars.
George! It's so good to see you, George. What are
Just a
you?
little-
How?
I'm just a little George.
You're a little George?
I'm little George inside of him.
Oh, inside of Big George?
Yeah.
Why are you here now? We've never spoken to you before, little George.
Well, you believed in me.
Of course we believed in you. Why wouldn't we believe in you?
No, you believed in me, Kale.
He's saying,
You said
Kale.
you think there's a little George left inside of him.
And this is the little George that's still inside of him. This is the first time this.
Oh, hi, little George. It's so nice to meet you, little George.
It's a little George in a little Skywalker Ranch.
George, can I say something? Can I be real with you for a second?
Sure.
Watto, I don't want to speak for you, but is it okay if I speak for you?
I do not give you permission. You have to tell me what you want to say first.
Little George, if I take you off, will you be back when I bring you back up?
I don't know.
Is it worth it, Watto?
I don't know. Is the thing you want to say worth it?
I think so. I want to say that we miss Big George and we want to have him back.
Of course, I give you permission to say.
You give me permission to say that. Okay, great.
You can speak for me.
Let me bring back little George on. Is that okay with you, Watto?
Of course.
Oh, no.
All done.
Kale! Kale!
I finished
David,
the whole bowl, Kale.
David, no.
Kale, what have you done?
I didn't do this.
You took him off the stream!
I had to. I had to talk to you, Watto.
You didn't have to. It was a choice. You wanted to. Just like you wanted to
David,
make Kimmy sick.
David, can we talk to either Big or Little George again?
I'm afraid I don't know what you mean, Kale.
Oh, he's gone full David again. The audio is out of sync.
David, you're in George Lucas's body right now. You know that, right?
Yes, indeed.
Can
Hot
we talk?
dang.
Hot dang. Can we talk to George?
I can relay a message.
Hang on. Watto, can I take David off the screen really quick?
You really think that
I just gotta ask you a question.
I do it at your own peril? I don't endorse it.
Watto.
What?
Do you think it's worth it to relay a message?
I don't know. I have a question for you.
What?
I'll answer your question with a question.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think is going to be
Who do I
in
think?
that little box when we bring him back on the street?
I genuinely have no idea. I hope it's Big George, but I'm also okay with Little George. Right?
I don't know.
I like David. He seems like a nice guy. He's done a lot of seminal work in my life and George's life and a lot of people's life. But like, I'm ready to talk to George again.
I just feel like you're playing a very dangerous game here. Bring him back.
I'm gonna bring him back.
Whoever he is. Whoever he may be.
Little George,
Little George!
Hey,
how are you? It's so good to talk to you.
pretty good.
Little George,
Yeah, that's me.
can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
And I guess Watto can too if he has any.
And
Okay.
How much, I don't know the right way to phrase this. How much control do you have over Big George's body right now?
I don't know.
Can you try, Little George?
Yeah.
If we ask you to try something out, would you be able to maybe Malkovich him?
What's that? A
How,
reference to?
how about the next time David takes over?
Yeah.
See if you can just move his pinky.
Yeah, that's all we want.
Move his left pinky.
I'm pretty busy working on my little museum.
What?
A little museum?
Yeah.
Where is that going to be, Little George?
Inside of Big George.
And
Inside Big George.
What are you going to put in this little museum?
Hang on, Little George. Is this like friend of the show Bill Corbett's Meet Dave?
A little bit.
Hold on. What are you going to put inside this little museum?
Little Norman Rockwell paintings.
Hold on. And where are you going to get those little Norman Rockwell paintings?
I have the world's biggest collection of little tiny Norman Rockwell paintings.
I walked right into that one, didn't I?
Me and my friend Little Steve.
Little Steve.
Is there a little Francis?
Yeah. There's
Wait,
a little
Watto.
everybody inside of everybody.
Watto, we got to see how far. We got to see how far this goes down, Watto. Keep asking the little people.
The little Francis have a little vineyard?
Yeah.
He makes little wines?
Wait, is little Francis recutting a Little Godfather 3 right now?
A tiny one, yeah.
A tiny one?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait a second. Little George.
Everyone has a little version of themselves that lives inside of themselves.
Okay, but hang on. I think Steve is asking a great question. What does little Steven have?
What does little Steven have? Lots of stuff.
Yeah. Does he have a little Steven?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Little George.
There's a little Patrick inside of Patrick.
I don't think that's true.
No, Patrick's dead inside.
There's nothing.
Yeah, but little Patrick plays around inside the deadness.
Little George, I got the question. I don't know if this is too personal.
All right.
Did you ever date little Linda Ronstadt?
Yeah. Everything that Big George did, I did a little.
Hang on,
version.
Little George.
Yeah.
I have a little question for you.
Okay.
Did you ever go to the Marin County Zoning Board and ask for a little love shack to be made for you and little Ronstadt?
No, a little honeymoon cottage.
Okay, I call it a love shack.
Why? Are you a B-52?
I'm a little B-52.
Yeah, he's more like a 26. Little George.
Yes, Watto.
Do you have a little library?
Yeah.
And is there a little stained glass foyer in that library?
Yeah.
And I'm sorry if this is a personal question. I'm sorry if it's a sensitive subject. But was that little stained glass art made by a man
Yeah. I know what you're asking, Watto. And yeah, the
who
answer is
little cucked your little wife?
yeah.
He did a tiny cuckolding?
Yeah. Everything that just take everything that's big and there's a little version of it somewhere inside.
The word more or less cucking.
George,
Yeah, Patrick.
did you direct Little B Unit on Little Red Tails?
Yeah, I directed the little B unit on Little Red Tails.
Okay, wait, George. In your little world, do other little movies exist outside of the ones that you made?
And your friends, because Little Godfather 3.
Yeah.
So, do like little John Carpenter movies exist?
Yeah.
Is there a little Big Trouble in Little Chinatown?
Yeah.
Chinatown, because it's smaller than China?
Yeah. There's a Little Honey, I Shrunk the Little Kids.
With a little Kimmy Robertson?
Yeah.
George, how many times have they adapted Louisa May Alcott's seminal work, Little Women, into a little film in the little world?
Same amount of times as in the big world.
So there are that many little women?
Yeah.
Little George, I have a question.
Okay.
Are little people who live inside of us, are their voices higher pitched because they're smaller? Like to us?
That's offensive.
George, little George, I have a question.
Yeah.
All right.
And I don't even know if I'm ready for the answer. In your little world, was there a 2019 comedy starring Regina Hall, Issa Rae, and Blackish breakout Mercedes Martin? Was there a little? Did they make a little version of the 2019 comedy Little?
Yeah.
Wait, George, I have a question.
All right.
Approximately size-wise, how big is Little Man?
How big is Little Man?
Yeah, you know Little Man. We all know Little Man.
Yeah.
The
Marlon Wayans is Little Man. He's a little man who pretends to be a baby to try to get a valuable diamond.
Yeah.
How big is the Little Man?
Or how little is the little man?
It's a better question.
Not too big. He's pretty little.
Not too big.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. George, Little George, do you think you could get Big George back for us full time?
What do I look like?
You look like you control Big George.
He's a little George. What he looks like is a little George. That's a big ask for a little man.
Yeah,
Watto,
you're burning an awfully big ask on a very little George.
Little George.
He's got little shoulders.
Little George, do you mind if I take you off for a second so I can talk to Watto?
Get risky.
I have to. I need to talk to you. I think it's the only way we can do it.
Well, I think honestly at this point it's moot because I almost guarantee you when we cut back it's going to be David again. I cannot believe you have not learned this pattern yet.
I don't think so. I think when we come back it'll be Little George still, and I think that would be the fun way to do it, is to go back to Little George to really throw us off our game. That's my guess. But you know what? I'll bring him back. We'll see what happens. Oh no!
You fool! You arrogant fool! You see what he's doing to our friend George's body? He was mainlining that baby shark.
Oh no! Oh no! I think probably if I bring him back right now, it'll be Little George, buddy. What are you chewing on, Little George? What are you chewing on?
My mustache.
Chewing on a little mustache.
Also, chewing on, is that something?
That's definitely something.
Oh, what? It's a QAnon joke. It's called chewing on. Little George gave that one a little laugh.
Hey, QAnon, what you chewing on? I bet if you ask that to QAnon members, they get real mad.
Hey, Little George, make a little joke.
It would be good. It would be good if people found themselves interacting on social media with QAnon people. If you always ask them, "Hey, QAnon, what you chewing on?"
Should we do this? Should we do this? Should we find a QAnon person on Twitter and have everyone tweet at them? Hey,
yes,
QAnon.
Patrick. Here's what I think. Yes, Patrick, you should do that.
Do you think other people would tweet at him?
I don't think other people should.
I will. I'll do it.
Now, Patrick, you better not take Little George off the screen. We have proven the pattern conclusively. Every time you take him off, it's at your own risk of David taking over and chugging that baby shark cereal.
All right, I'm going to tweet at QAnon French. I'm going to say, hey, QAnon, what you chewing on? If other people want to do it, they can. It's totally up to them. At QAnon French. Hey, QAnon, what you chewing on? Hashtag QAnon. Hashtag Great Awakening. Hashtag. What is there? Where we go?
The storm is coming.
The storm is coming. Hashtag.
What's the thing from White Squall? The as goes one, all
go
all.
We go one, we go all. Is that it? I think that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Hey, QAnon, what you chewing on? I'm going to put a period in front of it, too.
Who is this? Is this QAnon's own French Stewart?
It's someone in France. I don't know. He was tweeting as of 8 hours ago, and it was the only reason I found him because I've blocked a lot of other people.
Wow.
I just want to get involved. Little George.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about being little inside George?
It's pretty good.
Good enough for me.
Good enough for me.
I like it.
I'm going to take him off. We got to talk about this really quick.
What? No, wait. What?
Wow. I just feel like he's not giving us a lot to work with.
You fool. Well, try cutting back and see if you like what the other one gives us to work with.
I'm sure I will. Oh, no. Oh, no.
You cut off again?
Yeah.
Okay, now cut back and we'll have little George. What?
Much like Jack Shepherd, we have to go back. And he's back, okay?
You are a messy bitch who lives for the drama.
I do.
How's the druthers, Patrick?
I don't know.
How do you like them druthers?
Did you see the druthers?
Did you see them?
Patrick, did you see the druthers?
Did you see the druthers, Patrick?
No.
When you clicked back.
When I clicked back, like when I took Lil George off and saw his friend?
Those were George's druthers.
I gotta see him again.
What?
I need to see him again, Watto.
I want to see the druthers. Oh no! George's druthers. Brothers?
I'm gonna take him off.
Brothers?
That's too much.
Who's going to be there now? Now there's 3 modes. There's the little George, the druthers, and the David.
What if we get extra big George? You think we'll ever get to talk to extra big George?
Extra big George? What, you're saying a supersized George?
Supersized George.
That might be too much George to handle.
You think so?
I don't know. You ever think, man, that maybe we're all just living inside of Big George?
No.
Like all of this, like reality, everything we like see and think and do is actually all just like happening inside a real Big George, man.
I've never thought that before. I'm starting to think it now.
That we're just like a molecule in the thumbnail of a great Big George.
The more you make me think. I'm going to bring George back.
You say that.
This? Who was that?
Well, you got rid of him so quickly. You didn't even give him a chance to answer.
I didn't. Hang on, Watto. I think I know who that was, Watto.
The arrogance with which you said, let's bring George back. Clearly, you do not have the power to bring George back now. Chaos is reigning.
Watto, I think I know who that was. I think that was the wrong George, Watto.
You think that was the wrong George?
I think that was hashtag the wrong George.
Bring him back.
I can't.
What?
Because George decides when he wants to. George, are you there, George?
I'm busy.
Doing what? What are you busy doing?
I'm working on book.
Oh
Yeah,
no, it's the wrong George.
The wrong George. We gotta
You
take.
brought back George R.R. Martin. He's so busy on the book. Can't stop writing these
He's
George.
always got time to get in front of a camera, He's always doing other stuff where you're like, you should be writing, George.
I can't believe you brought the wrong George.
I didn't bring the wrong George.
Yeah, you did. All these taking off and on and off and on the stream.
Watto, I just sort of. Oh.
Hello?
Who's this?
George Lucas, creator of Star Wars.
George!
Buddy!
Hey.
George, we missed you.
George, you got back just in time for Strainy's birthday. It's Strainy's birthday, George. Let's sing to them.
Happy birthday, Strainy.
1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you.
I have so many questions.
Happy birthday.
You just so nonchalantly put into birthday mode. You don't even want to ask Patrick where George is.
Birthday, dear stranger.
Ordinary person, David Lynch was in his body. You have no question about where George's consciousness was during all of this.
George, where has your consciousness been?
I've been watching this mashup of Return of the Jedi and Dune.
Oh,
Where?
Do you like it? It's on Google Drive, Watto.
Not. I mean, what body was he in? Not where's the link.
Yeah, not where's the link, Patrick.
Not where's the link.
They're in my freezer.
Show.
Sure.
Show.
Sure.
Show.
George, I missed you.
Oh, I missed you too since last week.
Since last week? What about earlier tonight when we were doing LucasLynch?
That was good too. And then I've just been watching this film for a while.
But David was in your body. What body were you in?
I was here too. I never left.
You were in the body, but you were not in control of it.
Well, I don't always feel like I need to be in control. You know, that's part of the reason why I was willing to sell Lucasfilm and let other people have a chance to make Star Wars movies.
Guys, I didn't have a package to grab.
Oh, you're out of sync, Patrick.
Am I here? I'm
Patrick,
sorry.
you're out of sync and you're out of links.
I didn't say I'm out of links. I said I didn't have a package to grab.
Oh, so you do have sausage links in your fridge?
6 packages to grab.
Patrick, this is finally really a sausage fest.
This is finally a sausage party.
I would argue it's been a sausage fest most of the day, and that's not anyone's fault. It's just what happens when we're trying to book a lot of people, you know?
We really did try to book a lot of people, and, you know, we were only able to get who was available.
Yep, and that's okay.
Patrick, you really do try to not make this a sausage fest, despite all appearances to the contrary.
I genuinely do.
6 packages of sausages that you proudly brandish at the end of the show.
I genuinely do, and I need.
You tried to order. I'm debating whether or not to make this.
Make it, baby. 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 Make it, baby.
You ordered 6 packages of clams, but they didn't arrive.
You shouldn't have made that joke.
He was trying to have a clam bake, and he ended up with a sausage clam bake. Trying to maintain my zen.
I actually think I've been watching the proper cut of this, which is going to be on YouTube probably in a few minutes, I think.
So is that why you let David take over your body so you could work on the proper cut?
Yeah. I know you've been enjoying the Cotnar edit.
Yeah,
enjoying is a strong word. Enjoying is a strong word, but okay.
Someone's saying I'm getting drunk now. You know what? I'm not. I'm drinking a nice Pamplemousse LaCroix.
All right, hold on.
George, so where was you? Hang on. Where was your body? I didn't get a full answer to this.
It was here. It was right here the whole time.
Yeah, where was your consciousness? What body was that in?
Watching your edit of this and also working on the other edit.
But whose body were you in?
Yeah. Who's what?
Whose body were you in?
Who's what? I was in my body. Everyone's complicated. Everyone's different. You talked to Little George, right?
Yeah, explain to us though.
Little George, just a little George Lucas that lives inside of me.
I like him. He's a cool guy.
And he's right. And yeah, he's pretty cool. He made Little Star Wars. You ever see it? I don't think they show it outside of. I don't think there's a way for us to see it.
What's the difference, George?
Shot on smaller film. Everything was built smaller. They shot it quicker too. I don't know how that works out, but they did shoot it quicker. They shot it in about 5 days less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Everything I did, Little George also did deep inside of me.
Oh, wow.
Hey, how are we coming on those couch kisses?
Haven't gotten the 150.
No one's bid 150 to see you kiss the innermost part of your sofa?
Nope. Who's this?
Yeah,
Who are you?
Little Watto.
That's Little Watto.
Little Watto. It's so nice to meet you.
Hello, Little
You
Watto.
took me off the stream.
I didn't take you off.
You took Big Watto off the stream. You made George full screen, and now Little Watto is taking over.
Uh-oh. Patrick, you've done it again.
I've done it again.
You are a messy bitch who lives for the drama.
The drama.
Now, Watto, it's interesting that you talk different because Little George didn't really talk that different.
I don't know. I feel like his voice was a little bit little.
Everybody's different, Patrick. Maybe little Patrick talks the same.
Yeah, there are no ordinary people. Who do you think you are, Robert Redford?
Yeah, who do you think you are, Mary Tyler Moore?
No.
Yeah, who do you think you are, Timothy Hutton?
I hope not.
Yeah. Who do you think you are? Donald Sutherland?
Who can go lower on this Leonard Maltin game?
I mean, who do you think you are, Judd Hirsch?
Oh, I think I know the next one.
Do it then.
Who do you think you are? Adam Baldwin?
I think I have one higher up on the call sheet from Baldwin. Who do you think you are, Elizabeth McGovern?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's a good one. I'm going to look at the IMDb listing, and I know that's not necessarily credits order, but... Let's see.
I would guess McGovern is...
What is your... Okay, let's go T to B here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. We actually... There's... Okay. Number one.
Mary Tyler Moore.
Wrong.
Sutherland?
Yes.
Good agent.
2.
MTM.
Yep. 3.
Judd Hirsch.
Yes. 4.
Timothy Hutton.
5.
Elizabeth McGovern.
No.
What?
No.
But who?
This is an actor still working, I believe, a nonagenarian. Let me check.
Nonagenarian.
No. Hang on. What was that? I don't know what that is. Octogenarian. Still an octogenarian. I thought it was a nonagenarian, so maybe that helps you. Still working.
Norman Lloyd?
Starred in a recent... no, Norman Lloyd's like 107 or something. Starred in a recent film by a Star Wars director.
Christopher Plummer?
No, but you're on the right track.
What?
I don't know if starred's the right word.
Look at the way these line up.
I know.
Look at this.
Yeah. Watto, you give up, little Watto?
Yeah.
M. Emmett Walsh.
Hey, is this something?
What movie was he in?
He's
Hey,
in
is
Knives
this,
Out.
you guys, is this something?
Hang on, George. He's in Knives Out.
Right, I forgot. I'm sorry. It's a small world. I can't.
Guys, is this something?
Yeah, George, what's that?
M. Emmett Walsh Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
Yeah, that's something.
That's something, isn't it?
It's something.
Is that something?
Yes, that sure is something.
Can we get fan art? I don't know if I've got the order right. Emmett Walsh's Emmett Otter's Jug Walsh Christmas.
Jug Walsh Christmas. That's good.
I don't know.
Ooh, hang on. Now, George, this might not mean anything to you. I don't know if you were watching the stream, but we did get some fan art. Oh no, George, you were here for this. David Lynch sitting on an apple box smoking with his fire extinguisher. Eric McKenzie, I'm going to throw the challenge to you. I want Eric Edelstein in this picture.
I want Eric Edelstein. Make him really tall in the background.
Really tall in the background.
But position him far away, Joey style, so that he doesn't look as tall in proportion.
Okay, Watto. M. Emmett Walsh. Who's after that?
Excuse me.
Little Watto.
Thank you. Who's after that?
Donald Sutherland, MTM, Judd, Hutton, M. Emmett Walsh.
Elizabeth McGovern.
Yes. Now, after this might get a little tough.
Then is it Adam Baldwin?
No. Baldwin's very low, and I'm shocked. I don't think you'll get it.
I don't either.
Dinah Manoff?
If you say so.
And then Frederick Lane, who was the marshal who was chasing Kate on Lost, who was on the plane with them. James Sicking, Basil Hoffman, Quinn K. Redeker, Mary Claire Costello, Meg Mundy, Elizabeth Hubbard, Adam Baldwin. Very low for Baldwin. Little Watto, can I hand something to you?
Can't believe you broke this out.
Well, Sharpling's asking for this, and I feel like we owe him some stuff.
What is it?
What should I hand to you? What do we? Oh, can we should hand the butter plate to each other. You want to do that?
Hand me some druthers.
What does that mean?
I don't know. You're lousy with druthers. Don't you have them all over the place?
You want me to hand this to you?
No, you probably
No.
hand me the butter plate.
Oh, I can hand you this. You want me to hand you this?
Hand me the butter plate and then the HBO pillow.
Okay. Watto, look at this. Look at this butter plate. Do you want it?
Yeah, it looks great. I'd love to get one of those.
But Watto,
Did not get the perspective right on that.
No, we didn't. You want to try it again? Hand it back to me.
Okay.
Hand it back to me.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah, give it to me. Thank you.
Pretty slow grab.
It was a slow grab. I wasn't looking. Watto, do you want this?
Yeah, I love that.
Can I have it back?
Yeah, never mind. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, can I have one more look at it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, I don't like it anymore.
Okay, sure, I get it. Hand it back.
Okay. Wait a second, sorry, I forgot to check one part. Yeah, no, I don't like
Oh, you don't want it? All right, let me have it. Oh.
What? Oh no! What? What? Oh no! Oh no! It broke in two.
Oh no!
It broke into two.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! Little Watto broke the pillow.
You know who we should have on the show?
Who?
Sandra Oh.
Dennis Miller. Oh, sure.
You know,
We so free.
the Dylan Baker monologue in Happiness isn't really a monologue; it's a scene.
Yeah, and I also read it, and I don't know if I want to read it on the air.
I think you promised to read it, but
Well,
I think
that's only if the money was. We didn't accept the money, did we?
didn't the money go through?
Oh, the money went through.
Yeah,
Oh, Patrick.
yeah,
But-
and
then he
George
never
is
met-
making a good point. It's
No,
not the
that means-
monologue; it's a scene, and if you're going to do that scene, you'd probably need a little actor to do it.
You find you a little actor. I'm not an actor.
Well, you're playing the grown-up part.
I don't know if I want to play the grown-up part.
I think that's where the money went.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want
I
that
think-
online.
Patrick, I think you may have stumbled upon a fundamental misunderstanding of how commerce works.
Yes.
I'll pay him
Huge
back.
John Hamm Mad Men gift. That's what the money's for.
Yeah.
Not great, Watto. I'll give.
Patrick,
I'll
I
give
think you
Bob
should
the money
offer.
back.
I do think this, Patrick, which is that you accepted $500 from Sharpling.
Yeah,
It turns out that what he was asking you to do,
yeah.
there is no monologue. It's a scene. It's a
Yeah.
two-person. It's
So
what they call,
already,
it's what they call a two-hander. It's a two-hander.
Yeah,
It's a two-hand.
It's a
And one
two-hander.
hand is little.
One hand is the son, and the other hand is the father.
Mhm.
And so I do think that it's void in the extent that you don't owe anything because there is no monologue.
yeah. I agree.
But I do think you should offer Sharpling. I do think you should offer Sharpling the chance to make another wish for that 500.
You need to offer a make
Right
good.
now,
And
right
like
now,
two
right now,
people in the chat.
Do you want me to do the? Do you want me to do the?
I don't think it can be your idea, Patrick. It has to
No,
be
it
Sharpling's
can't be your idea. That's
Yeah.
Sharpling's
Patrick,
idea. And I see
It has
people
to be
in the
Sharpling's
chat.
idea.
I
Oh,
see
wait.
people in the chat demanding hashtag hack the rat.
George, this scene in Dune is as far as I've gotten in Dune, George.
Actually, same. Actually, same.
Same.
Hashtag hack the rat.
I'm.
What
What
does
is that?
hack the rat mean?
He just wants me to wear a hat.
Wear a hat and play both characters.
And play both characters.
I'm not gonna.
I don't think that scene's on the table.
What about shaving?
Now,
your
now,
hair
Tom, I don't
into
know
a
whether
hat?
I don't know whether or not Tom was
Now
here
I'm-
for the negotiation about kissing the innermost part of him.
Yeah,
The
I would do that.
deepest, truest part of the couch.
I would do that.
Rambo's monologue from First Blood. Let's see if that's real.
Do it.
Oh, I have a feeling there's probably something
Nerf
bad in that.
Tom, can you send it to me? Which monologue?
The one. The monologue.
I've never seen the movie.
Okay, you have fun with that. I'm just going to drink a little tea.
I found I found a script, but it's just the lines, and it doesn't say who's saying any of them.
So do
So-
that. Read it.
Should we just read this?
Yeah, read the whole thing.
No, but can we all read
Yeah,
it together?
No, that wasn't
where
part
is
of
it?
the deal.
That's not part of the deal. This is the Patrick show.
Do you guys want me to read the whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, but use different hats for how many characters are in there?
I can't do that. I'm gonna do one voice, one hat, but I'll read the whole
How
thing.
many characters are there?
It doesn't say. It doesn't say who's saying what.
It sounds like you need to get a lot of hats.
So you got to get some more hats.
Like the 5,000 hats of Bartholomew Cubbins.
Here we
over
go.
here.
Here we go. Hang on. Okay. Where does it start?
Is this the
At the
monologue?
beginning. At the
This is-
beginning.
This is
part
the
of
monologue. This is the monologue that he wanted. He said,
No, when you said where does it start? Is that the first line of Rambo's monologue?
no.
Then you should reset.
I found the helicopter line. It's right here, but I just don't know where it starts.
Hashtag hat the rat.
It's over, Johnny. Okay. It starts with nothing is over. Okay, I'll read it. Sure, here we go.
right.
And I'm just gonna keep going until you tell me to stop. Okay.
Wait, but Patrick,
Yeah.
put some stank on.
Sure. Okay.
Wait, then Patrick,
Yeah, whatever.
put some more lipstick on before you do the monologue. It started to wear off.
Yeah. Put some lipstick on the end of your nose. Give you a little button nose. Yeah, just a little bitty. Yeah, just a little bitty. Now write the word acting on your forehead. Or actor, if you'd rather actor.
It won't be backwards.
Yeah. So we want to be able to read it.
That way, yes.
This way? This way?
Yes. Other way. That way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm
That way.
I'm writing it this way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Nothing is over. Nothing. You can't just switch it off. It wasn't my war. You asked me. I didn't ask you. I did everything to win, but someone didn't let us win. And at home at the airport, those maggots were protesting. They spat at me, called me a baby murderer and shit like that. Why protest against me when they weren't there? They didn't experience it. It was hard, but it's in the past. For you, civilian life means nothing to me. There we had a code of honor. You watch my back, I watch yours. Here, there's nothing. You're the last of an elite troop. Don't end it like this. There, I flew helicopters, drove tanks, had equipment worth millions. Here, I can't even work parking. Where is everybody? I had a friend who was there for us. There were all these guys. There were all these great guys, my friends. Here, there's nothing. Do you remember Dan Forrest? He wore a black headband. He had found magic markers that he sent to Las Vegas because we'd always talked about that. About the Chevy convertible we wanted to drive until the tires fell off. In one of these barns, a kid came with us with a kind of shoe cleaning box. Shine? He kept asking us. Joe said yes. I went to get a couple of beers. The box was wired. He opened it. There were body parts flying everywhere. He lay there and screamed. I have all these pieces of him.
Pause, Patrick, pause. I just want to point out that some have dubbed you Lambo. Continue.
Just like that, I tried to get him off me. My friend, I'm covered with him. Blood everywhere, and so I tried to hold him together. But the entrails kept coming out, and nobody would help. He just said, I want to go home. He called my name. I want to go home, Johnny. I want to drive my Chevy. But I couldn't find his legs. I can't find your legs. I can't get it out of my head. It's 7 years ago. I see it every day. Sometimes I wake up and don't know where I am. I don't talk to anyone. Sometimes all day long, sometimes a week, I can't get it out of my head. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. That's where the script ends. That's where the script ends. I
have one note.
Wow.
I have one note. It's
Yeah.
just that. Bring me full equal screen with you guys. All the equals.
Yeah, sure.
Make a sequel.
Right.
For once, make a sequel.
Yeah.
And I like the fact that in the first half of it, you had your hand on your hip like this. So it really made it kind of like, I don't know if you ever saw the show Designing Women.
Yeah,
it really felt like when she makes those speeches.
It was a real Dixie Carter.
Real Dixie Carter move where you were just like talking about everything. I think if that was done in a multicam and you held your hand on your hip like that, I think you get an applause break and they'd have to edit another part of another scene.
I'm fine with that.
That's good acting, Patrick.
Thank you. I was giving it a different read. I feel like you know what Stallone's going to bring to it. You don't know what I'm
absolutely 100%.
You put a little stank on it. You did. It was your own stank.
Jerry Seinfeld is Rambo. He does that. I want to go home. And he called my name. I want to go home, Johnny. I want to drive my Chevy. You know, that's
Now, you pronounce it Chevy, and it made me
Well,
imagine that it was not a car.
Yeah.
He's
You
not
want-
dead. He's not dead.
what? Wait, what?
He's not dead, but I know you will laugh.
You're
Hard
you're
when he-
real? You're being real about this?
I'm being 100% real.
Where's he been?
Chevy.
Yeah.
On the funny farm.
Yeah.
Can we
He's
see
retired to the funny part.
Can we see your new friend, one of Chevy's friends again?
What?
What?
One of George's new friends. He's also Chevy's friend.
I don't think he was a friend of
I don't
Chevy.
think they were friends at all.
Yeah, no one's friends with Chevy.
Look at him.
But Watto got a little B for George.
A little
Because he's
Belushi.
George's favorite SNL sketch of all time.
The bees.
Mhm.
I love those bees.
He loves the bees. George always, every time we try to plan one of these charity marathons, he says, "Can we do a
Let's
bees?
reunite
race?
the bees from
Let's reunite the bees."
FNL, get all the surviving bees. Because people talk about reunite the surviving Beatles, and that's happened.
No.
Ringo and Paul have played together, but the surviving
It's
bees,
just two. Yeah,
that's not bees. There's still plenty of them.
Mhm.
got a lot of bees left on the table.
So a lot of
Curtin.
honey.
Laura, Newman, Chase, Elliot Gould. I
I
believe
feel like we went through this, and maybe Elliot Gould technically wasn't a bee, even though he was into bee sketches.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let me
I-
look through it.
I-
again.
I-
We went
also
through
got-
this one
I
night.
think you
I'll
also
say this,
get like the Allens Weibels and the Neil Levies of the world. You know, I think you got to
Hold
get.
on. I'm going to get you the full list. Hold
I
on.
think we
Yeah.
lost
Also, I
George
think
Coe,
if
right?
Elliot Gould would dress in a bee outfit, I don't think anyone would begrudge him. I think he's like Billy
Okay.
Preston in the Beatles.
Are you ready for the full list of bees?
Yeah. No, Elliot
Jane
Gould
Carter.
definitely. Elliot Gould is a bee.
Excuse me. Let me read the list to you. Jane Curtin, alive. Put her on the list.
Put her
Dan
in a bee
Aykroyd,
costume.
alive. Put her on the list. Lorraine Newman, alive. Put her on the list. Garrett Morris, alive. Put them on the list.
Danny.
Now, Patrick,
Yeah.
I beg of you, please stifle your laughter. Gilda Radner, not alive. Don't put her on the list. Patrick, continue biting that tongue. John Belushi, not alive. Don't put him on the list. Okay, exhale. Chevy,
Go ahead.
alive. Put him on the list.
Oh boy, thank God.
Wait a second. Bite the tongue. George Coe, dead. Don't put him on the list.
Recent. We lost him recently.
We lost him recently. Okay, ready? Patrick,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to try to get this over with as quickly as possible. Michael O'Donoghue, dead. Don't put him on the list. Okay.
Don't laugh, Patrick, but also try not to poop.
Don't do either. Patrick? Candice Bergen, alive. Put her on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Great bee.
Great bee.
One of the all-time great beats. Patrick? Elliot Gould, alive. Put him on the list.
We love Gould.
Gould is gold.
You know what I watched this week, Watto?
What?
Oh God, what's the Elliot Gould Altman movie where they're gamblers?
California Split, a great film.
It's
Great
fun.
film.
It's real fun.
Patrick?
I was on Just Shoot Me with George Segal.
I know. George, can I be real with you, George? While I was watching the movie, I said to my roommate Griffin, I said, do you think if you told George Segal while he was making this movie that one day he'd be friends with George Lucas on a sitcom, he'd believe us?
He'd be like director of American Graffiti.
Yep. Watto, who else we got?
Patrick? I don't even know how to unpack this one. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Howard Shore and his All Bees band.
That's tough.
That's
You know-
Now, Academy Award winner Howard Shore, still alive. Put him on the
Yeah.
list.
wrote the score for Silence of the Lambs.
Hey guys, can I blow your minds for a second?
Sure.
You know what Howard Shore's wife's name is?
Paulie.
Her name's Elizabeth. But you know what her last name is? It's Cotner.
Hashtag Connor wedding.
Hashtag Connor wedding. That's the real Connor wedding.
Okay. Now wait a second. Wait a second. Howard Shore and his All Bees band, and then it says here the Blues Bees.
Oh no.
No. Oh no.
So we might be talking Donald Duck Dunn.
Cropper, Steve Cropper.
Yeah. I mean, this is a whole new list to go over. I'll get there in a second. I got 2 final names for the list.
Wait, people are asking about Julie's turkey prank. Tune in next week. I have a video, but I didn't want to show it today because we were doing.
We all know that Cotnar always gets what he wants.
Yeah, you got to tune in next week. Also, next week, good show. You should tune in anyways.
Okay,
I'll be there.
Steve
Jordan?
Cropper still alive. Put him on the list.
Yeah.
Lou Marini still alive. Put him on the list.
Put him on the list.
Alan Rubin dead. Don't put him on the list. Don't
Don't
laugh.
laugh and don't poop.
I won't put him on the list.
Eddie Floyd still alive. Put him on the list.
He's on. Can I ask you guys a question?
Jake Blues. Jake Blues.
Jake Blues.
Canonically dead. Don't put him on the list. He died in Joilette prison.
You think we could get his brother though?
Elwood Blues still alive. Put him on the list.
No, his other brother.
From Twin Peaks?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we want to. I heard he's an asshole. Donald Duck Dunn still alive. Put him on the list.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm mistaken. Donald Duck.
Yeah,
Dunn
I think he's
dead.
yeah.
Don't put him on the list.
Yeah.
Steve Jordan alive. Put him on the list.
Yeah.
Willie Hall alive. Put him on the list. Tom Malone alive. Put him
Hang
on
on,
the list.
Watto, I have a question. Are you just
Matt
going over
Murphy.
Wait, but Watto, are you going over the Blues Brothers film band? Because I don't think that's the same thing.
What about Matt Guitar Murphy?
But I don't were they banned on the show?
Looks like we have to watch this sketch to do our due diligence.
What
This is
ep-
episode
Watto, what-
110. Buck Henry musical guest Tony Basil.
Okay, I'll bring it up right now. Hang on 1 second, Watto.
We're about to
Okay.
watch Saturday Night Live.
There are 2 more names
You said
outside of the All Blues
said-
band. The
you
All
said
Bees band. The
110,
Bees. The
Watto?
Blues Bees. One episode 110. Buck Henry hosts with Bill Withers and Tony Basil as musical guests. Can I tell you the 2 other people who are on the list?
Wait, but what season is
playing
that?
bees.
Watto, what season is that?
Season 1. Patrick, there were 11 appearances of the Bees, and they all happened within the first 13 episodes of the first season of Saturday Night Live.
Watto, the only 2 Buck Henry episodes in season 1, musical guest is the band, and musical guest is Jennifer Warnes and Kenny Vance. That's why I was
I'm
confused.
looking here. 10th episode, season 1, Buck Henry.
7, 8, 9. 10th episode is Candice Bergen and Frank Zappa, Watto.
What? Why did you say 10th episode
Oh,
of the first season?
Watto, I grabbed the wrong season.
Yeah, you did.
Here it is. Here it is.
Okay, can I tell you 2 more? Can I tell you 2 more Bees?
Yeah, Bill Withers and Tony Basil, is that what you said?
It's Bill Withers, Tony Basil, musical guest Buck Henry, episode 10, season 1.
Yeah. All right, I'll bring it up.
Patrick, 2 more Bees.
Yeah.
Scred.
Yeah. Dead. Scred is dead.
No,
Is
Scred's
Scred dead?
Scred's
Scred's
dead.
dead.
Scred's dead.
Scred's
Scred's not dead, baby.
No, Scred is dead. Jared Nelson has passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry. Does that mean that Scred is dead?
I think so. I don't think, guys, I don't think they're recasting Scred anytime soon.
Scred
Oh, okay.
ain't
So just
dead.
because they're not doing it soon doesn't mean they'll never do it.
Yeah, Scred ain't dead, baby.
Scred ain't dead, baby.
Peter Boyle dead.
I want a new Scred.
You want a
Paul
new
Schaefer. Paul Schaefer in the Bees back. Alive.
Yeah.
Put them on the list.
Patrick, this is very doable.
We could
Some-
reunite the Bees.
Some of these are very doable.
And if we can get them, the thing is, we need them dressed up like bees.
We got to get them dressed up like the Bees.
I feel like we can do it, Patrick.
Yeah.
No one else is doing this. I don't even feel bad speculating about it because no one else is trying to reunite the SNLBs.
Were Blues Brothers in season 1 though? I don't think they were.
This is what I'm seeing here. I'll tell you what it says here. It says Killer Bee sketch, Bees, John Belushi, Dan Aykroyd, Howard Shore has all Bees band. The Blues Bees perform a song.
He sings Killer Bee, but he's not as the Blues Brothers. That's what it is.
Well, I didn't say that. I said the Blues Bees.
The Blues Bees is very different, Patrick.
Very different band, the Blues Bees. We don't have to reunite the Blues Brothers.
Oh my gosh, guys! In the cold open, Chevy falls down.
It's funny. Oh no! Did he die?
Yeah.
No, he just fell down.
You worried me with that laugh.
Oh, he's doing the samurai. This is fun. This holds up.
Are we just going to watch you watch an entire episode of Saturday Night Live right now?
Oh, he plays Ford twice in this episode. This is a good one.
I would like it if they would re-release those seasons with Patrick's commentary.
Me too. That's what they should do on Peacock if they're looking to drive more subscribers.
I would do it.
Patrick saying this is a good one.
This is a good one.
Put it on Peacock Premium.
Oh! Garrett Morris plays a drug addict. I bet he loved it. I bet he loved doing this.
I don't know. Why didn't you burn the ask? We can ask him ourselves.
Ratman Brothers is pretty good. Vasker 313.
Okay, I'm seeing some names here. I'm on IMDb, okay? And listed as uncredited Howard Shore and his Bees band. Here are the names I have, so you can confirm or deny as you see them on screen.
Okay.
Bob Crenshaw, Cheryl Hardwick,
Confirmed.
Howard Johnson, Burt Jones, Tom Malone, Lou Marini, Alan Rubin, Paul Schaefer, David Shaw, Howard Shore, Mercutio Smith.
Watto, I'm 54 minutes into this hour 6 episode and I have not seen it yet.
Maybe it's the close.
Oh, here it is.
The one sketch.
Here it is.
Full screen, Patrick.
Mercutio Smith dead. Howard Shore alive. David Shore.
You guys know what the best part of this is? Bryson's not watching, so we can just do this.
Yeah, let's just do this.
Alan Rubin dead.
I'll do it too.
Lou Marini alive. Tom Malone alive.
Alive. They are all wearing bee costumes.
Burt Jones unknown.
Yeah.
Howard Johnson alive.
Doesn't he own a hotel?
Oh, that's Howard. Oh, I guess it is the same. Cheryl Hardwick.
Who's Cheryl Hardwick? Why do I recognize that name?
Music department.
Oh, look at that. Look at Meathead. Look, it's Meathead. It's Rabbi Shlomo.
He's a rabbi.
From the 3rd episode of Studio 60.
I got a message from Bryson saying, stop doing this.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Bob Crenshaw dead.
What are you doing watching this? You said you were going to be out all night.
Yeah, you said you were taking the night off. Take it easy, Bryson.
Bryson, that only makes me want to do it more.
Oh, Cheryl Hardwick was a musical director at SNL for a long time. She was married to Michael O'Donoghue. That's why I knew what her name is. She was married to Michael O'Donoghue.
Is Bryson near his camera, or is he near his computer?
Bryson's not even in the room. The only person that's in the room right now is Jersey Dave.
Oh, he's
How
got
did Bryson see that? Bryson,
you muted.
Dave, you're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Dave.
I was outside in the garage working, and I got the text, "Stop doing this," and I came running.
All we were showing was little bees.
Listen, you guys, Patrick, you know better than that. Come on
we
now.
were showing a little bee.
You're a rude plan for us.
Dave,
all we want to do is show a little bee.
I know you want to show a little bee.
So it's okay with you.
No, I know. I'm just acknowledging that you want to do that, and I'm still going to say no. It's not okay.
Bye, Dave.
Bye, Dave.
Oh no, you took Dave off.
Oh no, who's gonna come back when I bring Dave back on? Do you think we'll get little Dave?
We might get little Dave when we
I'm
bring
really
Dave.
nervous. I'm really, really nervous that we'll get little
I'm
Dave.
terrified.
Like, I just want regular Dave, but I think we
regular
might
Dave.
get little Dave, which would
I
be
can't imagine how little
truly,
Dave is going to.
truly horrifying if we get someone different. I'm going to bring him on. Let's see. We'll just see what happens.
Let's see.
I don't see
Hello?
who's there. Is anyone there?
Is anyone there?
Yes,
Who's this?
Who is this?
it's little Dave.
It's
Little Dave!
little Dave. It's so good to hear from you.
You guys can't see me?
We can't see you. You're too
No,
little.
no.
for
You're
us.
too little.
Oh, I'm really little.
That's what we
I-
hear.
You have a powerful voice.
Yeah. Yeah, I project.
That's very good. You sound
Good
The fact
on
that we can
you.
see your eyes now is really a nice touch.
You can?
I don't know
Are
if
those
those are
your
his
eyes? What were those if those weren't his eyes? What are we looking at? What are we looking at?
Those aren't eyes.
What are the eyes? What are the eyes in your bathroom mirror?
Yeah. We
What's
see
your-
two eyes in the bathroom mirror.
Little Dave, you have a Babadook.
Little Dave, you got the little Babadook.
You got a little Babadook in the mirror.
No, I don't think so.
Darken it just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah. Look, there's a
Little
Babadook definitely in the mirror.
Oh,
Dave-
no.
Oh, he's gone, Dave. Little Dave. Oh, geez. I don't know what happened.
That's probably the last we'll see of little Dave.
Oh, that's probably it, unfortunately.
Oh boy.
Oh, well.
Oh well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
But Lil Dave's gone. Jersey Dave's gone. Bryson's not here. We could probably show more bees if we want.
Little
Is it
Dave.
okay? Here, how about if I just do this? This should be okay.
Show a picture of a bee.
I'm just gonna do public domain
Yeah.
bees.
Yeah. Dave, you missed so
Remember-
much. Dave, you better watch out. We think there's a Babadook in your little house.
In my little house? What are you talking about?
It's like inside you where little Dave lives.
Inside of you, little Dave.
I went back out to the garage to go do some more work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
little Dave took over.
little Dave took over.
Little Dave. Oh, boy.
He's gone. I don't know.
Hey, remember at the beginning of this stream where people said, what? They're only watching 7 half-hour episodes in one movie. How are they going to stretch this out?
Baby, we're still here.
Baby, baby, baby.
Baby, baby, baby.
Baby, baby.
Has it been 10 hours now?
Who cares?
Yeah.
I like seeing you guys.
I like seeing you too, George.
At this point, to be honest, this part of the stream doesn't even really feel like it's part of the show anymore. It just feels like it's just me with my friends.
Yeah.
You're saying, you're right. This does feel different. It doesn't feel like the show anymore.
No, it definitely doesn't feel like the show.
It definitely doesn't. It feels like something's changed.
I agree. But what could that be?
What could that be?
You think something has legitimately changed in this show?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it doesn't feel like the regular show.
The after show is like sassy, right? I mean, this is when things get unbuttoned. Woo!
I don't wear a hat in the after show. We don't wear hats in the after show.
We don't wear hats in the after show.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and they're like, sit at this table, and you're like, better take the hat off.
Yeah.
Can we show bees?
I don't know about in the after show, probably.
Probably.
You know what? I know we can show bees. Like, I think we can probably show bees in the after show.
Yeah. Why is that, George?
No, I'm saying I think we can probably show bees in the after show. But you know when we can definitely show bees?
Where?
It's after the after show.
Oh, I don't think we're there yet, though.
I think we got there real fast.
You think we got it real fast?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk for a few minutes first.
Absolutely not. Let's just do it.
No, absolutely not. Why wait? Why dick around?
Why stop dicking around, Patrick?
Okay.
When it's after dark, you know.
Are you gonna manual crank? we're late at night now. We can have adult conversations. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Guys, I got bad news.
What?
I also don't know where my sunglasses are.
Well, I don't think it's that much of a concern because I don't know about you guys, but I don't know. It feels like something's changed.
I feel like, oh, I agree. I feel like it's probably not in the After Dark anymore.
I don't think so, right? It doesn't feel like it's after dark.
No, it feels like we're past that, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably time for...
The George Lucas Talk Show proudly presents Countdown to Sunrise.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Here we are.
I wear 2 hats and Countdown to Sunrise now.
That's right. We're just barreling through these segments, and I feel.
I don't know about you guys, but it feels different.
It does feel a little different.
Do you think we went through them too fast?
No.
No.
No? What do you think then?
Feels like it's maybe the credit.
Feels like it's maybe the credits?
Wait, but is that the sun?
Here comes the sun.
Do 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 do.
Here comes
Wait,
the
I have a
sun.
question. I have a question.
Yeah.
I think we can sing "Here Comes the Sun."
Do 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 do. Here comes
the sun. Sun.
Oh, yeah, you should sing it?
Yeah.
Comes the sun.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here comes the sun. Do do
Sun.
do
Comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Comes the sun.
do comes the sun. Do
The sun. Comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Comes the sun. Comes the sun. Comes the sun. Comes the sun.
And may the force be with you. Always.